and we ain't never got a box again. Well. I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Yeah, you know the deal. We back again. Yo. A round of applause for Jersey's finest. A lot of content creators not worthy, but they minus. They get offended and start singing like the whiners. Talking like they tough, but it's only screaming and whining. My homie JusDueBoxing is the cat you don't come to. Your squad get run through. By the time you come to, you duck food. You suckers talk tough on the internet, revealing all your threats. Now we got you trapped in the net. JusDueBoxing be on this grind, y'all better hustle up. You deadlifted 90 pounds, we doing muscle ups. There's really no comparison. His voice sound like a derringer. Throwing a towel, it's just embarrassing. My dog Just very philosophical and psychological, and he mixed it all with good boxing news. These YouTubers feel like Bishop, I guess they got the juice, but it's lonely at the top. To Just it feel like child abuse. Be respectful, he don't wanna talk wild and loose. If you can't relate, you get dismissed like a mild dispute. These weird cats will tell lies, then they hide the truth. Why beyond views? You lose your life when you collide with dude. It's JusDueBoxing. All you cowards quit jocking. Kirk is official with no other options. Yeah, yo. You know the deal. Judah Ben, we in the spot. JusDueBoxing, yeah. And of course, shout out to Mrs. Do, holding the whole family down. Word 'em up, word 'em up.
What it do? What it do? What's good? What's good with the fam? How y'all feeling on this good Monday? We back to get boxing. Is just do. You know, we gonna do our daily build. We gonna take over these airwaves and build on this good boxing as we always do around this time. What's good with y'all, man? If anybody catch this on the playback, sub to the channel. Subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, turn them notifications on, come rock out with your boy. What's good with y'all though, man? Let me say what's up to the fam that's in the building. Don, what's good with it, family? How you feeling, bro? Mike, my guy, what's good with it, bro? Jonathan, what's happening with it, my guy? D1, my Brody, what's going on with it? Alden, what's good, fam? Yeah, we definitely gonna talk about it all. Then that the rematch for sure. My bad, I was just reading what you were saying. For sure, Gertz, what's good with it, Brody? How you feeling? Teach, what it do, family? How you feeling, bro? Salute to y'all good bros, man. But yeah, you know, we got a couple different things to talk about. And not for a nod. Hey, bro. Nah, yo, this the messed up part. This the messed up part about it, Teach. Oh, good, cool. My bad. Had to clean the spectacles off for a second. Hey, Teach, let me tell you, I had a quick scare. Now, that's why I always say it was just jokes. When I was saying stuff about the eye, yo, I was just joking, y'all. So let me tell y'all what happened, because y'all the family. I got to share this with y'all because I didn't go live Saturday, right? And yeah, I ain't say why. I was thinking about making a community post, but I figured I'd talk to y'all. So I did all this joking, right? And key word, I was only joking about the eye. Tell me why. Me and my girl wakes up and my son waking up, my baby boy, the baby, he waking up and he can't open his eyes. Yo, you want to talk about mad and can't do nothing about it? Yo, he couldn't open his eyes. They had to take him to the emergency room real quick. Man, you want to talk about mad? Yeah, I was mad at myself for the jokes, everything. I was sitting there, bro. I was so mad. I was lightheaded, bro. On fire last 3 or 4 weeks. I'm telling you, facts, Alden. We gonna talk about all that. It's time for him to embrace it, yo. His haters have arrived, bro. He can't speak a word without people having a problem with it, bro. Everything he say, now he need to strike by the iron hot. Ride this energy, man. They don't like you anyway. Give them a reason not to and start beating the hell out these fighters, man. Just keep beating people up. Time as hell, my bro. What's good with it? Gertz, what's good, man? We gonna find out, man. Number 7 on the like meter in the building. Salute to the Brody Just Do and all the peoples in the chat. Salute to my bro Thomas Hill. And again, man, big salute to Big Dog Willie, man. You know, I know you always you keep the pressure on, but even though you keeping the pressure on, you definitely supporting the channel all the time in a big way. Big Dog Willie. Salute to you, bro. So, hey, Lord, Lord Haney, the infamous Haney Code. The Haney Code, what y'all gonna be capping about today? Every day is something different. That's my guy right there. Ah, shit, man. Big Dog funny as hell, bro. He'll be playing. You keep applying that pressure. Leave that up there just to mess with y'all. But salute to the Jelly Bean. Salute, family. How you feeling? Yo, Teach. It was a coincidence, Teach. But he doing real good though. He doing much better, man. That was a quick scare, yo. I was so mad. I was lightheaded, bro. I had a rough Saturday. That hit me different. I was mad as hell. Dr. Mark. Flawless mentality. Salute to the OG, my brother. How you feeling today, Dr. Mark? How you feeling? Salute to my baby girl, the queen, Miss Just Do. How you feeling, baby girl? Salute to you. Yeah, man, I was all this joking, bro. All this joking, bro, at all. Just he stayed with his knee on their necks. I'm telling you, facts, Thomas. But look, so we're gonna talk about a few things, man. Salute to y'all that was in the building. Y'all seen us. We did a live reaction to Shakur $1 million worth of game interview, and he said some things there. You get what I'm saying? He said some things there, and you know, some people ain't like it. They had a problem with it, like everything he do. You get what I'm saying? Everything he do. If he call a fighter out on social media, he need to shut up and don't put it on social media. If he jump in the ring, he need to chill out and stop being a coon. Like everything he do is pissing people off, and I think it's a silver lining to it. And I think the silver lining to it all is you got their attention, bro. You have arrived. Your arrival to 135 has brought nothing but attention your way, good, bad, or indifferent. I think it's necessary that you ride this energy out and you keep being great. Keep your head down, stay focused, and stay patient, man. Stay vigilant, all that good stuff, man. And you know, keep winning. Most importantly, keep winning. Just keep winning. Platboy Plays, much love, much appreciation to you and Big Dog. Let me get y'all bros, y'all just.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well, right. well. I already been getting these bet, but now it's time for you to get your Just Do. And we ain't never got a box again. Well. I already been getting these bet, but now it's time for you to get your Just Do.
Ant was good with it. Ant was good with it. That family would it do. Sparky Pete was good with it. Love to all above. Words don't mean ish, man. That's what it's looking like, bro. That's what it's looking like. I mean, and the best way I could say it is like integrity wise, if this is the energy, is wild. Like for you to go from, you know, saying it was hard to make 147, agreeing to fight him at 54, just you know, gentlemen's agree. I don't know what you want to call it, but at the end of the day, I know it's in the contract and it's up for the winner to decide what weight they fight at. I understand all those things, but I feel like at the end of the day, I feel like both of those dudes outgrown 147. Why do I feel that way? Because they both pretty much said that. We know EJ been outgrown it, and we know Crawford said it was hard for him to make it. And he's been speaking. If you think about it, y'all, why now look, he's free to do what he want, but the only reason I would call BS on this, the only reason, right, is because I would think this would be his way of not entertaining a rematch, simply because I just don't know why you would want to go back at 47 if you EJ and do this twice. And if he's truly looking for bigger and better opportunities, I honestly don't think he had that many more fights left in his mind. So I don't know if he cared to do the rematch again. And I'm just exploring possibilities, right? I'm not here to crucify him for doing what he want to do. Everybody else could do that. I'm just saying what I'm putting what I feel like is out there, and I'm responding and reacting to it in live time, right? We seen this right here, man. Like, this is something right here. We seen this, and salute to Hardcore Boxing News. Salute to the good brother Jay Hardcore. You know, he interviewed Steve Nelson, and Steve Nelson has some very interesting. Marquay was good with it, fam. How you feeling? And he has some interesting things to say as well. So look directly from his man in his camp said out his mouth. He said, facts, and to all the people out here spreading false narratives, Bud is offering Earl a fight at 147. If he doesn't take it, which he is hoping he doesn't, because it's a waste of time. Bud wants to do something that's never been done and move up to 3 weight classes and beat Canelo. Man, look, I can't knock a man for chasing greatness, because I'm not going, you know, make no mistake about it. If this man was seriously thinking about going from 147 to 168 and fighting Canelo Alvarez, he would have he'd get the utmost respect from me. But at the same time, it leaves a bit of a sour taste in the fans' mouth, because they were hoping you were going to be a man of your word and get that man EJ his rematch. And to hear that your man Steve Nelson is also doubling down, and listen to what he's saying. He's calling all that other stuff is false narratives. He's saying Bud is offering to fight at 147. Either you take it, or you know, it ain't gonna be no fight, it seemed like. So I just don't know, you know, career-wise, if it would be intelligent or a smart move for you know, EJ to take this fight at 147. And we all know how bad he looked in the last fight, simply because he's just outgrown the weight class. It would be devastating to his career. I think another fight at 47 would be a waste of his time. I don't think, even though I would love to see him get his get back, but win, lose, or draw, I would love to see them, you know, go at it again if that's truly what he wanted, but not at 47, bro. I don't want to see that fight at 47. Jonathan, yeah, man. I mean, I feel you, bro. Like I just try to be open to, like, I try to put myself in Bud Crawford's shoes, right? And I'm thinking he looking at it like, the hell with all of that. I'm the A side. I think Bud is considering the stuff that he feel like in his mind that he had to deal with to make this fight, whether, you know, and we all feel like, or a lot of us do feel like EJ was the one that gave up the most. But at the end of the day, Bud felt like a lot of slander and discrediting and speaking foul on his name came with making this fight. You've never heard the type of slander and rhetoric that you've heard slung towards Bud Crawford to him and EJ was a real thing. So and again, y'all, I'm not justifying it. I'm just trying to put myself in his shoes and probably give y'all a respectable reason as to why he probably going about it this way, right? You get what I'm saying? You could say he moving funny, integrity wise, he bogus, right? But at the end of the day, it's still in the contract. So it's not like he's doing something that he can't do. And if we want to be honest, like, we just got to be honest, the man is flexing the A side. Marquay, salute to you, family. How you feeling? Appreciate you stopping through. He flexing his A side. 47, because for the belts, a rematch with nothing on the line makes no sense. I get you can't criticize Bud because he's within his right to choose the weight class. I'm with that, Teach. I'm with that, except for me wanting to see it, because I just feel like EJ is just spent at that weight class, Teach. I just don't see no win for him there. You get what I'm saying? But I'm with you. You know what I mean? I'm just not trying to have a conversation the same way everybody else does. I'm showing y'all how fair I am. I lay what's out there. I give a fair assessment on it. And we, you know, we just break it down, man. So look, he is within his right to do it, man. And I know some people feel like if it's at 54, it'd be for nothing. I did hear some little whispers about a potential title being on the line, a possible title being on the line at 54, but that was just some whispers. I don't know how solid that is, so I'm not going to push that. When it makes sense to fight at 54 first, at 160 to get your body adjusted. Hey, Don, that's what I thought, Don. You know what I mean? Dante, all boxing talk. What's good, my bro? How you feeling? Spence, Canelo, and Charles. Biggest paydays, Boots, a great fight, but I don't believe he will take the fight. Yeah, Dante, unless it come with a sizable bag. You get what I'm saying? The hero does when it's a sucker. Yeah, right. I'm with you, D1. It's a negotiation tactic for more money. Bole, you probably right. Yo, salute to you, Brody. How you feeling? So you're not going to fight Boots either. Real, yeah, I get you, Jonathan. I'm with you, bro. I mean, to negotiate out of the fight. He wants to do something different. I'm with you, Mark Quay. And look, it's in Steve Nelson's, you know what I'm saying? Quay, what you saying? It's in Steve Nelson's message right here, his Twitter post. He's basically saying that. He like, yo, he don't want to fight. You get what I'm saying, Mark Quay? You on to something, because if we just going off of what Steve Nelson is saying, you figure that's guy as close to the camp as it get. He's saying what it is. He's not going to put that information out there, I don't think, if it wasn't solid. So he's pretty much saying that he's hoping, he's offering him to fight at 47. He's simply saying that he's hoping he don't even take it because it's a waste of time, and he want to do something that's never been done, jump up 3 weight classes to 168 and beat Canelo. So again, I'm not fully surprised by this tactic, because I think he wants to maybe do other stuff. Now, I can't say 100% that the other stuff that he wants to do is 100% Canelo, but I truly do think he wants to do other stuff. And this is just my opinion. If this is in fact the truth and he's offering it like 147 or nothing, I think that's pretty much telling y'all, look, I'm done with this chapter. And it kind of sucked, because we just didn't expect this to unfold this way, man. And it's unfortunate for a dude like EJ that made so many concessions and gave up so much and sacrificed so much to make this fight, and truly went against his advisors to make this fight, and was a reason, and a big reason. And he thanked them out of his own mouth. He's the reason that he made the biggest payday that he's ever made in his career. Now, they both made it, so I understand it's a two-way street. I get it, right? But you understand what I'm saying? The fact that EJ is the guy that went against his own people to still get you this fight, you would think you would at least give him the rematch. And like you said, at 154, because it's hard for you to make 147 as well. And everything that you spoke on publicly and entertained has been fights outside, of 147, upwards of 147. So I don't see what the issue would be giving the man his fight there. But again, I just think the man got other plans. Ashley's corner, what's good with it, cuzzo? How you feeling? Appreciate you pulling up. What's good with it, cuzzo? Match at 54 just to shut everyone up. That's what I want. Yeah, it is what it is, right? I can get upset. Yeah, right, Gertz. I ain't mad either. It just is what it is. But I'm almost to the point, though, y'all. I'm almost to the point. They're not about to, and when I say they, I'm just saying like the boxing in general, they're not about to do this to me again. We already had to go through all this nonsense, right? Of if the first fight was going to be made. I'd be damned if I put that much stock and emotion or passion, should I say, into caring about if they do this second one. I'm sorry, like they're not about to do this to me again. Whether it's on Crawford's side or not, he's free to do what he wants. But I'm not about to be so heavily invested in this that I'm sad that the fight that ain't happening. Like it's disappointing for EJ on his side, because he wanted nothing more than to try to get his get back. But it is what it is, man. You just can't be surprised, man. You can't be surprised by the business of boxing. And that's for him, but Spence, right? I'm telling you, Dante, I'm with you, bro. I'm with you. Salute the Platboard Plays, man. Much love and appreciation, bro. Salute to the Queen, Miss Joette. How you feeling today, Queen? Appreciate you stopping through. But I didn't want to fight EJ the first time, so I'm not surprised he doesn't for a second time. Yeah, man, I get you. Listen, Jonathan Cuzzo, I get you, bro. I get y'all. Joe, what's good? What I feel like, bro, the Doug, he don't fight Boots now if he stay at 147. True, Joe. Like, I get that. Like, I don't think, and that's the reason why I don't think he'll stay at 47, because if you're not gonna fight an EJ, you definitely gotta fight a Boots Ennis, right? Everybody's gonna call for that. And I think he knows that. So it's going to be interesting to see what he do. But I will say this, though, man. This is just my opinion. I don't think the man's scared of no fighter in boxing. I'm going to say this again. Me personally, just do. I don't feel that Terence Bud Crawford is scared of any fighter in boxing. But I think if and this is just my assessment of it, my opinion of it, right? I think if we consider where he's at in his career, I think the only way that he gets in the ring with Boots Ennis is if the bag is something like if he has it all his way almost. You get what I'm saying? I think he got a lot of things got to go his way for him to entertain a fight with Boots Ennis. And I think it's deeper than being scared, right? That I just don't share that energy. But I get y'all not wanting to take the challenge and things like that. I get that. But I just don't. That's not a guy that I can think that's scared of any of these dudes, right? I just think right now, from this point on, it's going to be all strategic. I think his moves are going to be strategic. I think, it's going to be with the bag, in mind. Like, you get what I'm saying? These are bag moves, but at the same time, they could be legacy moves as well. You get what I'm saying? So I can't say that I appreciate like the way he moving. Like if you just offering him a 147 or nothing fight, given how bad he looked, like I would think it would be no honor in that, because I would think, Bud Crawford, the competitive fighter he is, he already feel like people made excuses, right? Well, how do you put those excuses to bed, right? You fight him at 154, and at that point, if anybody and you beat him there, and anybody still made excuses, then those are just the haters, and they're gonna be what they're gonna be anyway. But I would think the fighter in him would at least want to entertain at 54, where you leave no doubt essentially, and you fight him where he's healthier, stronger, fresher, whatever the case, right? But that's just me. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? But he obviously thinks different. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, D1, he's gonna be a tough out regardless of any weight that the fight is fought at. And that's a fact, D1. That is true, in my opinion, anyway. Mike Biggs Boxing, what's good with it, Brody? How you feeling, man? Appreciate you stopping through. I'm not saying everyone, but it makes me wonder if Spence fan ever wanted him to be undisputed. If he takes the fight at 154, his chance of legacy is over. I get that, Teach, but I guess like it's like this, right? He did everything in his power to achieve that goal, right? And I think the just hear me for a second. I think the fact that Spence was even able to fight for undisputed, given his circumstances and the things he went through unexpectedly in his career, is a blessing in and of itself. You get what I'm saying? Like, I understand that there's no moral victories and you fell short of your ultimate goal. Like, you did all the heavy lifting. You fought the guys. You ain't say no to no smoke. You get what I'm saying? But sometimes you just fall short. And it just is, some things are just not to be. And maybe it's just not in the cards for Errol Spence to be undisputed at 147. Get what I'm saying? Follow me for a second, y'all. The timing of things is what, unfortunately, I think, help determine his exit out of 147. Like, the timing is just all bad. Like, to entertain another fight at that weight class could be a devastating type of loss. You get what I'm saying? And I just don't know if it's worth that. Like, we know what EJ is. He has nothing left to prove in that regard. Like, I don't feel like I need to see him fight at 147 to think any differently of him because of how that fight played out. Some guys just have your number. Some guys just are better on the night. You get what I'm saying? It is what it is. Like, for whatever the reasons is, he tried. He went for it. He did everything the way he could do it, man, in terms of fighting the guys. He fought the guys that he was supposed to fight all the way up into the last guy. You get what I'm saying? And he just fell short. I mean, I think he should be able to make peace with that, because as a man, he really gave it everything. He went out there and he tried, bro, but I just don't know how, like, you get what I'm saying? I can't see him being healthy at that weight class again. Can't see it. But it's best option is Spence and Canelo. I feel like that too. Bro. I feel like that too. Salute them, Miss Joe. I appreciate you, Queen. How's Terrence still have fear in his heart after the type of victory, or is he much of a? I think it's just more. I think of it, Cuzzo. I think it's more like being an asshole and being difficult, man. Kyle Sports, what's good with it, bro? I think at the very root of, like, for me, like, you get what I'm saying? I know y'all can go a bit deeper, but for me, y'all know I'm a pretty fair person. I think it's somewhat of just being an asshole, and, like, just think about it, y'all. He flexing his A side. He felt like he had to go through all of this stuff. Like, you get what I'm saying? And that's just me trying to look at it from his point of view. That's not me justifying it. That's just me trying to make sense out of why would he go about it this way. You get what I'm saying? And then when you hear what Steve Nelson say, he don't want to fight him again because he felt like it's a waste of time anyway. So again, when you give him an ultimatum, you get what I'm saying? It's the writing is on the wall. You get what I'm saying? Talk shit, but who writes it to the next fight? Plain and simple. I would be forcing it. Yeah, D1. Yeah, man. That's your boy, big bro. They gonna get back on the word. They're gonna go back on their word. He's saying this to EJ fans riled up. The fight is coming. I feel you. I think it's tough whole ass. Nah, I get you. Y'all just understand my position. Why I'm choosing like a, you know, I let y'all go extra. I just, you know, I'm right with you. I get why y'all see it that way. You get what I'm saying? I've been letting people live. You get what I'm saying? And I'm always trying to understand more so than critique. I'm gonna have my critiques too, but I be trying to understand. And the only thing I can get out of this is him flexing the A side and feeling like he got the right to do it. You get what I'm saying? It's like a nana boo boo kind of energy. Like like you get him. That's kind of what it is to me. Frank Martin is scared of Shakur. Salute to my bro, Big Dog Welly. He wanted right to the fight. EJ at the way that he chooses his business, right? And that's how I think that's how you're looking at it, D1. It's business. Plus, he buying time to wait and see how Charlo Alvarez plays out. He wants the winner. Could be. And that's why I like the conversation, right? All these things are possible, right? Because we won't know for sure until he makes a move. So this is a good conversation to have. It's unfortunate that anything other than rematching Earl at 154 will kind of leave him on the, you know, the downside of things. But I mean, I'm not going to be fully surprised at all if this is truly the energy. And again, like, it's a reason, it's a clip I'm about to pull up, man. And he said some interesting energy in this clip, or mentality, should I say. Think he's scared either. Yeah, right. It's deeper than that. It ain't being scared, but he gonna be smart and he gonna make it worth his while. Salute to my Brody Zoom verse. Peace and blessings to my bro. Man, yeah, I get you. Like, listen, because see, we coming, Zoom, you coming from a man's perspective, bro. That's all. You coming from being a man about it, bro. That's all. You get what I'm saying? That's why you feel like this. Like, he looking at it like it's business. We looking at it like all moral and principle, right? He looking at it like, hell, with that, it's business. I'm the A side now. I won, right? So his positioning gonna be different. He definitely not gonna say it like us. You get what I'm saying? The fans. You get what I'm saying? He's not gonna say it like us, the supporters. Main biker salute, fam. What it do, family? How you feeling? But needs to stand on the square and be a man of his word and don't be a little greedy. Yeah, I thought so. I hope Charlo win. I'm rooting for him anyway because I want him to sit. If he playing foul, I get you. Don. I definitely get you, bro. I get you. You already know. Peace and blessings to my bro. Hen Dog, what it do, fam? It's still man down. Right. We still rocking with him forever, man. Man down forever, man. You just hope it's just a negotiation tactic to get more money since they had the split in the contract as well. I get that. Me too, man. I hope Earl forget Bud. Go fight a few at 54-60 and see if it presents itself again. Hey, D1, I like your thinking, bro. I like your thinking, D1. I like that. Cash, crypto, what it do, family? Salute to everybody in the building. Y'all do your boy a favor and y'all make sure y'all punch the like button. You know what I'm saying? Y'all do your boy solid. I know y'all could sock the like button now. Big Dog Willie back in the super chat, man. Salute to my bro. He said one more. Salute to the Haney coat made a happy with you. Big Dog.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just do.
Salute to my bro, Big Dog Willie, man. Cash, what it do, family? That's my baby. That's my baby boy. Middle name Cash, but just with a K. I think Earl needs more 7, go to 60. Yeah, man. BVO boxing, what it do, family? How you feeling, bro? Appreciate you sliding through. Ricky Williams, my guy, my Brody. What's good with it, Rick? He say he owes that man a rematch. If he beats him at any weight, what does it matter? Or if it's at 154, man gave him an opportunity, but he won't return the favor. Says a lot about the man. Bud is not the fighter, right? I get that, man. And see again, Rick, I think we as men going off like moral and principle, right? You get what I'm saying? And we recognize, you know, from the outside looking in with all the information that been laid in our laps that, you know, we know a guy in Errol Spence that did everything. And when we say everything, he did absolutely everything he could to get the fight, even as so much as going against his own team and advisors, bro, to give us this fight. You know what I mean? To get the people this fight, to get a man the opportunity. That's where we coming from, right? I think he himself, and this is my opinion, maybe he himself, he like, man, the hell with all that is business, and I'm the A side, take it or leave it, and he just being an asshole. I really truly think that's flat out asshole. You get what I'm saying? Asshole energy. You get what I'm saying? I think that's what it is. Remember, he has a Spence phone number. Yeah, this is and that Spence fan base. Good point, Bole. Good point. Name that Google straight. Yeah, right, Cash. You get what I'm saying? But that's the kind of energy, like, you get what I'm saying? Tank moving in silence. He definitely is, Bud and Corbo scary time niggas. I'm gonna let you get that one. Oh man, no way, it's just business. He wanted to flip a coin to see who comes out first. Bud been an ass. He just wanted had one more opportunity to be one. See what I'm saying, Cuzzo? That's why I say he's just an asshole. Some dudes are just naturally assholes, and I think he one of them. Motivation could be EJ signing a rematch. I believe the first fight, Bud was the one being counted out. I feel that. Yeah, yes, sir, D1. Yeah, I make sure y'all punch that like button out. I'm thinking either fight Bud, especially not Mel, if he doesn't fight Earl at 54. He claims he was blackballed before. Sheesh, PBC won't touch him if he's on EJ again. I feel that, Quay. Salute to my bro, Big Dog Willie, man. LWBoxing, what it do, family? How you feeling, my bro? Appreciate you sliding through. Y'all make sure y'all punch that like button out. Bud wrong for this because Earl made all the concessions for the first fight. Trusting Bud will have second fight at 154 if he won. Yeah, man. That's what I thought. That's what I was thinking, bro. That's what I was thinking. Still in the draw. He won't do big numbers with anybody else. Talking about the fight with Canelo because the talk was EJ and Canelo first, Bud capping. Talk to him, Cash. I hear you, Cash. I say undercard boxing. What it do, family? How you feeling? Bud wants you to talk it ish. That's his motivation. True. I told y'all he feed off it. He feed off the negativity and everything. He feed off thinking people don't like him. He thrive off that, man. He really do, man. That shit is like fuel for that man. It literally lights a fire under him. You get what I'm saying? Best Spence with respect. Bud decision like agreed. That Bud deserves more in the negotiations. Spence is cool with this. Why supporters can't be follow the leader. I feel you, Dub. Salute to you, bro. Yeah, man. It's gonna be interesting to see how it play out, Dub. I just don't know if a fight at 47 is in his best interest. And I ain't saying I know what's best for Errol Spence, but I'm just saying based off of what I've seen, what we already know with him and his career, right? It could be devastating another loss, man. I think Spence should flip a coin. Man, the fight or no fight. Right, as a neutral party. Yeah, you got it. And that's why I said that. Teach. I think he flexing his A side. I think that's exactly what he doing. And that's why I say, like, a lot of us, we're going off of principle and morals, right? We going as, like, you know, like men and women. Like, you get what I'm saying? Somebody give you your word. But I just want to keep in mind, let's not, you know, don't forget the fact that this is business, right? And this is a guy that, you know, based off what his own promoter said, is difficult to work with. So when you hear things like that and then you see how he moving, especially when you seen the first negotiations, how they fell apart, fought Avenetian, then they came back. You get what I'm saying? So you see all of these things. So you can't be particularly surprised by the movement, man. It's just, it could be a little frustrating on, you know, for the people that was expecting them to, you know, stand on exactly what he put out there. You get what I'm saying? Right, Quay. Right. Cool. Whatever Spence do at the end of the day. Right. Facts, man. That's why I say whatever Spence do is cool, man. I ain't knocking Bud for what he do either. I ain't saying it's cool. I want to be very clear. I'm not saying it's cool, but I'm saying I'm trying to understand it. I think he just trying to flex what he feel like is his A side. You get what I'm saying? And him just being a natural asshole. You get what I'm saying? So it is what it is, but I think EJ will be fine regardless, man. Hope Canelo 90 days. Right. EJ versus Keith at 154. Why not? Yeah, man. Yeah, I just want to see Spence healthy in the ring, healthy. You know what I mean? All Spence had to do was hire Blu-ray again. They told me that's the key to victory in the rematch. Dub on this shit. In fact, they did. Some people did say that. They did feel like that. K. Causey, salute, fans. Appreciate you pulling up Spence fighter on 47. Spence will be 154 the way in. Yeah, that 147, I think is all wrong for him, K. I think it's all wrong. 88 Sports Talk, what it do, family? How you feeling, bro? 817, my guy, what's good with it? If you co-sign it well, you co-sign whole shit. Yeah, man. So again, I want to be clear what my positioning is. I'm just not jumping down his throat because I'm not surprised by it. So I can't have this bogus ass reaction to it. Like I'm surprised that he's doing something that we've all felt like we've seen him do before. And again, I just, you know, I don't have to slander him to be solid on what I'm saying, right? You heard from his own promoter that he's difficult to work with. We've all seen how the first negotiations fell apart, despite whoever you want to blame it on. Like you seen some signs there, and some people feel like naturally he's just an asshole at heart anyway. So you can't be surprised that this is something that he's doing. So it is what it is. Like we're looking at it like from a principle and moral standpoint. Like, you get what I'm saying? Some man to man or woman to woman, whatever, however you want to look at it, right? But I just think he looking at it like, yo, this is business and I'm flexing my A side. That don't mean I'm cool with what he's doing, but that's just me trying to understand what he's doing. That's the best way I can make sense of it. He just being the guy that he's always been. You get what I'm saying? And right now the ball is in his court, and you know he kind of got the, you know, and he gonna play hardball. That's what this seemed like. So that's what it is to me. Salute to the Queen, Miss Joette, in that super chat. Appreciate you, Queen. I don't even want to watch her. Want a rematch? If Bud move up to fight Canelo or Mel, why he can't move up for Spence? He's just not a good person at all. And I get that. I get that. And it's like you know, give somebody your word, or you put that out in the universe that this is something that you're gonna do. And then when you hear Steve Nelson saying like, nah, he offering it at 147 or it's nothing, because he really don't even want to fight him again because he feel like it's going to be a waste of time, and he want to jump up and face Canelo, do something that's never been done. So I hear all of that, but still in all, it's kind of like you leave the people like hanging again in a sense, right? And they felt like they could hold you at your word in this instance, and right again, you do. You know what I mean? Right, what people didn't want you to.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well, right. well, I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just do.
Salute to the Queen. Appreciate you, Miss Joette. Yeah, his word ain't nothing. And that's just probably what it is at the end of the day. Bud made a person not like his phony ass. I get y'all, man. Who ain't surprised he wouldn't be with the. Yeah, man. I don't think nobody should be surprised that he you know, this is now the situation. EJ should move on and keep his integrity. I was feeling like that too, Mike, because I was like, you know, you already sacrificed so much. Is it worth the sacrifice again? Like, for me as a supporter of Spence and just being a boxing fan, period, like my opinion of him don't change whether or not he had his rematch, right? If he didn't decide like, yo, you know what, I ain't fighting again at 47, I'm not going to be mad at EJ for that when we clearly know his body telling him, screaming, begging for him to go up. You get what I'm saying? So Blu-ray is hilarious. Little Blu-ray will give Spence superpowers, right? Or Crawford versus Spence was supposed to be for a vacant WBC title at 154. Yeah, man. Hey, L-Dub, I heard a little whisper, you know. I heard a little whisper. I didn't know how you know, solid it was, but I heard it too. If Bud feeds off that energy, you might as well call him a villain. We're supposed to hate the villain. He need to stand on who he is and embrace that. He won't have the fans he want. True. If you ain't a man of your word, you ain't ish. And that's where, and again, 817, that's where we're going at, right? That's how we're looking at it. And then just being completely honest, I agree 100%. Like, I feel like men should be a man of their word. People should be a man of their, anybody should be, you know, a person of your word. You get what I'm saying? But in this instance, I don't think he looking at it like that. And that's the unfortunate side of it, right? So, and it's like, I ain't jumping down his throat because I ain't surprised. And he still, when it's all said and done, it's still something he has the right to do that's in the contract, right? So it's unfortunate that that's the route that he's choosing, but I can't say I'm surprised. And you get what I'm saying? At the end of the day, he's doing what he want to do and not what the people want. And I'm not surprised. I ain't got no issue with Bud getting more money. Yeah, right, Bud. Same people saying he should get more money are also saying there's no point for the rematch. Therefore, dishing out more money is unlikely by the suits. I hear that. Can't get them numbers by itself. True indeed, man. True indeed. Move on, let Bud go, enjoy his fruits, effort, right? Right. That's why I said TD. Salute to TD, especially if it's at 147, because I don't feel like he should make that kind of, you get what I'm saying, sacrifice again. He's done it already. You get what I'm saying? And I'm just saying that's just my opinion. I don't know about y'all. If y'all feel like he should say hell with it and just go at 147 again. I personally don't, but whatever he do, I'm cool with it. You get what I'm saying, EJ? Because he's, you know, to our understanding, for most of us, we feel like he's a man of his word. So I'm gonna be cool. I support whatever it is he do. I'm just not surprised by this turn of events. You get what I'm saying? I'm not to fight anybody. In the meantime, how to go, right? EJ move on, but still sit still until Canelo is finished. It's gonna be interesting, bro. Mike Jones, man, much love, much appreciation, bro. And that super chat, we gotta bring back morals, especially when it's somebody that gave you a shot. And I hope people are hearing me. This is where our focus is as the fans, right? We're basing it like morally and off principle, right? We looking at it like that. I just don't think Bud Crawford is looking at it like that. Get what I'm saying? So, and again, he looking at it like, hell with all that, it's just business. And if you heard him say that, you've heard him say that it's just business. So I'm pretty sure like that's more than likely, if this is the situation, that's how he's looking at it. Like, hell with all that other stuff, it's just business.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well, right. well, I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just do.
So principle based, you know, morally of integrity, yeah, it's bogus. Yeah, it's bogus. To give him an ultimatum like that when you know he made sure that this fight happened, and you've pretty much thanked him out your own mouth by saying he was the reason for it. So to do this is like I said, morally and all principle, just off man shit is weak. You get what I'm saying? But it is what it is. Cobain said had 5 years of Spence, hands dragging him in the mud and rocking with Bud, dropped the bag on him. Omaha, salute to you, salute to Omaha, man. Salute to him, man. But I believe you're right. There's no way one of the sanctioned bodies not going to strip a belt, put a belt up, too much money at stake. Yeah, man. It'll be interesting, though. It'll be interesting. Farrell's was good with it. Said Crawford the boss, he can do what he wants. If he wants, and Spence will obey. I mean, if you say so, we'll see. I don't look at it quite like that, but he is in position to make a decision here that would be unfavorable, in my opinion, to Spence. So if you want to call that him being the boss or whatever, I mean, have at it. But you know, we gonna see. I mean, but I think the writing is kind of on the wall. I think Steve Nelson said a mouthful in his tweet right here. Jordan C, what it do, family? How you feeling? Salute to Mike Jones. Appreciate you, family. How they going to sell the fight at 154? Honestly, I get you. Fans are not men and women of their word. How can you expect fighters to be? We turn on fighters at the drop of a dime to fit our talking points. And a lot of people do that. That is something that is true, my bro. It is. The dudes I see are still bitter, but whoop thorough. I think everybody is past the win and the loss, right? I think people are past that. Like, people licked their wounds, so to speak, with the win and the loss. People made their peace with it. I mean, I know I have personally. I just think people wanted to see this fight play out at 154. I know some people just feel like it's a nice number of people that feel like that's what should happen based off what they said, right? It's just that simple. It's not hard to understand. And it's not hard to understand, I feel like, what Bud is electing to do, allegedly. You know what I mean? According to his man. So we're going to see. So Crawford don't sell, right? He do need him. He do need him in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know what else is the money fights. That's the thing. And that's what he's claiming. He's only after the money opportunities, the big fights. So, I mean, it is what it is. I don't want to buy his fights. Say it is what it is, and I won't buy his fights if that's how he be moving. Yeah, man, I get you, Mike. Salute to you, bro. Appreciate the love.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well, right. well, I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just do.
Salute to you, Mike. Much love, Brody Bud and Socials Move Hoes. I get you, bro. Jaron Davis was good with it, family. How you feeling? Unfortunately, what Bud might be planning on doing is not against the rules. Yeah. That's why I said I want to acknowledge that. That don't mean I'm cool with it because I'm acknowledging the obvious. Sometimes you got to, just laying the playing field out there, and I'm not cool with it, but I feel like I get what he doing. Get what I'm saying? It's business in general for the most part, sadly. Yeah, that's the part, and that's the part that he's hanging his hat on. You get what I'm saying? Not surprised at all. So what you gonna do? Catch fleas, right? Right, late with a dog, you're gonna catch fleas. True. Rick said, why though? Why though? Yeah, man. This is what it is. People acting like Spence gonna be the Terminator 154. T-Hunt, what it do, family? How you feeling, bro? Smash that like button for me, man. I'm gonna pull up this little Bud clip that I had from Bud. This little clip, and his energy was, you know, what it was. They giving me Cambosa's Haney vibes. He got watched so bad. I don't even want to see a rematch right now. See why Steven Nelson is saying it's a waste of time. Now Steve Nelson is saying he feel like Bud said, you know, no, he's saying that Bud saying it's a waste of time. And he don't really want to do it because of that reason. He feel like it's a waste of time. And he'd rather go up to 3 weight classes and fight Canelo. Same ones that accuse Bud of PEDs are the same ones and mad about what Steve Nelson says Steve made Bud's trash gloves in the Avenesian fight. L-Dub on time. Oh, man. Bud fans better realize Spence is still a better seller of pay-per-view, even in Bud, better fighter. I think Bud and his fans miss this point sometimes. I get that, Dante. I get that. 2 cents boxing. What it do, Queen? How you feeling? Appreciate you stopping through. With all the interviews that he did pre and post fight, why isn't he probably saying this versus a member of his team tweeting it? That's a good point, bro. That's a great point. It's a great point. It's a great point. It's been to age Bud out and drag this fight for 5 years. Yeah, I don't think that was ever the plan, though. I never bought into those type of narratives of guys trying to age each other out and nothing like that. And oddly enough, like when they had all the hardware is when they fought. So I'll never be against the timing in which the fight happened because it happened when they had everything. You get what I'm saying? EJ collected all 3 belts. Bud had his 1 belt, right? So for that reason, I will always feel like it happened at a decent time. It was that, man, a rematch doesn't matter if you don't want to, see it or not. You think it's a waste of time, right? True. A1 Hoop Zone, my brother. What's good with it, A1? How you feeling, bro? Right. People feel like they dragged the fight out. I get y'all. I just don't, you know. Hope he gets every fight he's been looking for. True indeed.
I wouldn't say feeling sorry because
that was the I know y'all ain't feeling it, man. I know. I can't say I expected it, but I'm not surprised by it. You get what I'm saying? I'm not surprised. You get what I'm saying? The dude is a little bit of the a-hole. He's an a-hole, but look, this was his energy right here in this clip right here.
Fight. When did you start feeling sorry for the dude, man?
I wouldn't say feeling sorry because
that was a fight. I was feeling. Listen, I love boxing. I ain't never say yo stop the fight. I'd be like get his ass kicked. But I mean, come on now.
Listen, man, you in there? I'm like Drago. You died.
Man, he like Drago.
Man, when you fighting, you gotta have that killer mentality. You gotta have that in you. You know what I mean? I never want to hurt somebody where they can't go back to their family. But at the same time, you gotta have that mental. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna let up because anything can happen. It only take 1 shot. Yeah, 1 shot and either you knocked out or you can brain damage or blood on their head or you can die.
Right, 2 cents. Yeah, it makes no sense to call your own event a waste of time. True indeed. LaMarcus, what it do, family? How you feeling? Them side dudes on these fighters' teams don't really know nothing. Trust, I tested them dudes and gave them information about their team that they ain't even know about it. Plugged in. L-Dub, you know you the human facts machine, my bro. You know it. Salute to Mike Jones, man. Salute to Mike. Upper echelon. What it do, family? How you feeling, my bro? He said we all in here. People, shout out to everyone that came over here, man. Salute to all y'all in the building, man. Y'all smash the like ball. I hear his voices up on Jay on his helmet. Jonathan ain't got it. He ain't having it. Cecil, what it do, family? But look, the reason I played this clip is because, you know, that was the mentality you know, that was a question, you know, going into this fight. Well, after this fight happened, people was feeling like he felt sorry for him or he let up. He letting you know right then and there in this clip, he ain't let up. And in fact, his mentality, he said, is like Drago. If he dies type stuff. So he don't want to hurt nobody to the point where they can't come back to his families. But, you know, he ain't playing in there pretty much. And he ain't saying nothing wrong at the end of the day. I'm pretty sure people ain't going to go crazy over him saying that as much as they did Frank Martin being called a bitch. People lost their minds. But look, this was his mentality. And I felt like he went from the Drago, the Ivan Drago mentality to, you know, just the hell with it. Like, you know, it's business type deal. So I'm not crucifying the dude, but I am entitled to feel how I feel. And, you know, it's not about being emotional about it. I was thinking that, you know, a rematch was going to take place at 54. Why did I think that? Because we all know Errol been out group 47, right? We all knew that. And, you know, we all heard Terence Crawford say it's hard for him to make 47. And we also heard everything, I feel like pretty much from that point has been him exploring possibilities outside of 47. You get what I'm saying? That's just my thinking, right? Based on how he's been setting the table. So again, that's what was leading me to believe that the rematch was possible at 154, right? But again, when given that, you know, it's within his right to do it, you get what I'm saying? He's essentially flexing an A side. This is Bud Crawford for the people that feel like he's an asshole, he's a hoe, all this stuff. You can't say that you're surprised by his decision. If I want to be clear, y'all, if what Steve Nelson is saying is in fact valid, if I want to put that out there, because at the end of the day, you didn't hear exactly from the horse's mouth. You heard it from a team member. And I want to present it that way. I want to make sure I'm not in here telling y'all that it's a fact that any of this. We just going off of what his man was on record for saying. So we're going to see if this is in fact the truth. You get what I'm saying? I'm going, man. Yeah, you already know. Salute, Tay Day. Appreciate you, bro. A1. My bad, man. Let me scroll. Let me see what my brody says. So I think Errol can be more competitive even at 147. It's like we'll wait and see, bro. I just think 147 is very, very risky for the man. A1 said, like I said, in respect to EJ, he knew it was a threat, so he dealt with the threat appropriately and closed the show without taking a risk. But they didn't want to hear me when I said that, though, man. Talk to him, A1. I hear you, Brody. I hear you. Salute to my guy, Tay D. Appreciate you, fam. Based on his last performance, he can only do better. That's what I say. He did. You know, it was such a bad night for him that, you know, he could only do better. You get what I'm saying? Tony Rome, salute, family. Appreciate you stopping through. Man, y'all make sure y'all smash the like button, sub to the channel if y'all haven't. We just going to keep cooking. We going to keep giving boxing its just due, man. But we had these conversations. I like to hear what the people think. I'm not here to crucify him, but I'm always fair, and I'm just going to be real. I thought a fight with 54 made sense because both of these dudes obviously outgrown a weight class, and his options that he was exploring was everything outside of 47, right? So I that's what I thought. You get what I'm saying? Now we'll see, you know, in these, you know, in coming months and things of what's going to shake out. So we'll see, man. I get you, D1. I get you, man. This is unfortunate because he gave up so much. I get it. I would agree. 147 and coming from 154. His BS honestly because of the ring. Crawford said 154. Right. I get it. Sheena, salute to the queen. How you feeling today? Appreciate you stopping through. No matter if Buzz said it or not. He'll be lying regardless every turn and chance he gets. He lies and his fans refuse to see it. I get you, bro. I got you. I get you. Said because they ain't got nothing else to do. Detracted to EJ while claiming they're Bud fans. Right. True, Gertz. True. That's why I say I don't really have an emotion toward it. I just put it out there and I had a conversation around it. And I want to make sure I'm not passing it off as a fact. I just seen so many people discussing it. So I wanted to get my just due on it. You know what I mean? I'm always fair, but firm. And look, the man can do what he want to do at the end of the day. I ain't got to like it. That don't mean I gotta knock him, but I ain't gotta like it at all. So you ain't gotta make me like what you're doing, and we'll see if this is really what it is at the end of the day. You know what I mean? We'll see. 2 Cents said Crawford wanted his friend to put that info out so he can sit online and talk about 2 Cents on it. The queen is on it. She is on it. Right. I feel that. I feel you. I feel that could be the reason why Wilder Joshua has been put back to December. Gonna be a boxing traffic jam. We'll see. Say it happens at 147 to fight off if EJ doesn't make weight. Interesting, cuz I wonder. EJ lose a win against Bud and it just be lying too much for me. I be trying to be a fan of Bud, but I had morals. That's why I said I hope all y'all heard me. Morally and principle, I get where everybody is coming from because I share the same moral and principle. Like I get it. And I understand that being a man of your word and things like that. I get that. But then I can also, as a fair person, understand that a person choose not to look at it like that. That don't mean I'm going to look at it like that, but he can choose to not look at it like that and just say, hey, man, it's business and I can do what I want. Right. And that's the shit that y'all going to say is the whole shit. And I get it. Like, I look at it, I understand it on both sides. I would have rather see the fight play out at 54 if it was going to be a rematch, but that's just me. You know what I mean? JJ, salute family. How you feeling? So we'll see. Fan base dude is a genius, but has made millions with zero. But look, man, he's positioned himself, man. I mean, everybody ain't gonna like it. It is what it is. He's always been a hell of a talent, but I think it's still, the big problem. I think the disconnect with the people is how they feel like he moves in terms of how he does business and as a man. And that's just, he rubs people the wrong way in that regard. But I doubt if he care. You get what I'm saying? I just doubt if he care. You get what I'm saying? And like 2 Cents was mentioning, like, he have his man put out the info, and what we do, we react and respond to it and talk about it. And like she said, that's marketing. Like it's could be a marketing tactic as well. You get what I'm saying? He will end Earl. They shouldn't even sanction it, but Earl should be entitled to the rematch. Walk around with, as far as I'm concerned. I get you, D1. I get you. But I actually like a diva, Terrence RuPaul Crawford. Y'all be on it, man. I feel you. Mike Jones back in the super chat. Much love, much appreciation, homie. Supporting the channel, supporting the grind, bro. EJ got to come out and call Bud a band. BAN for weaseling out of the rematch to build momentum for the second fight. He got to publicly hold Bud to his word. I feel that. I feel you, Mike, man. And again, much love and appreciation, bro, for the support.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
You can fight everyone else at different weights, but Bud gonna find out he's not the draw he thinks he is. Watch. I heard somebody mention that as well, Upper. You get what I'm saying? And again, it's you just wonder, like, you just look at the landscape, right? And for me, again, I'm all about the conversation. I really don't care to be overly critical, like, do what you want to do. But at the end of the day, I try to look at the landscape of things, and I thought he was done at 47. I felt like the only fight that he even should entertain at 147 would be Boots. That's just me, I guess, being selfish. But again, I thought his journey at 47 was done. And he's discussed everything outside of that. That's why I felt like his mind was, you get what I'm saying, outside of 47. He made clear Bud never came out with any statement. Yeah, facts. I want, man. Let me move this real quick. So look, this is what I'm responding and reacting to. This is what a lot of people are responding and reacting to. This is the tweet, just in case anybody didn't see it, right? Let me take this down. Salute again to Mike Jones, man. Just Floyd wants to compare himself to wants to compare himself to 436-year-old Floyd fought a young Canelo, so why doesn't Bud fight a young lion in boots? That's a great point, Sheena. Great point. It's a great point. I think Bud wants to blackball himself. Right. Earl don't need Blu-ray, needs Mimo already. Oh man, not Mimo, man. He doesn't want Earl to, so they hoping he walks away. So yeah, this is the tweet from Steve Nelson that a lot of people are reacting to, because again, you didn't hear Bud come out and confirm this with 100% certainty. But then I would question, why would his man want to come out and put this stuff out here if it's off as well? But not to say that it would stop him from doing it. And like 2 Cents mentioned earlier, it could be marketing tactic. It could be, something to get the people talking, as we're doing now, right? So I want to be clear. I didn't hear an official statement from Bud, but this is in fact his man Steve So Cold Nelson, speaking on his behalf, and this is, you get what I'm saying? It's clear as day. So Bud trolling the keep. To Bud said something, yeah, right. So I again, that's why I put it out there, and I'm just like, I mean, but not going to come out with a statement. He let his friends talk for him. And Crawford using the weight as leverage to get more money in the second fight won't sell as good as the first. That's possible. It's possible, man. His name trending on YouTube boxing algorithm. Yeah, man. Then there's always that Free Republic. What it do, man? How you feeling? Okay, because of Bud, Errol Spence got the ARP. Oh, man. Bud was always Spence's retirement plan. I never looked at it like that because Spence ain't retired. You get what I'm saying? Spence ain't retired. You get what I'm saying? And I think the difference is, right, Spence, like, if we're being honest, based on, his track record and him, the fighter, if he didn't take this fight, there still was other big fights for Errol Spence, even if it wasn't at 47, right? He could have moved up and still made money fights. There always was money fights for Errol Spence. This wasn't the end-all, be-all type of option for EJ. This never was. So I never looked at it as a retirement type of situation for him. On the fight Errol at a lighter weight so he can walk away and you can fight at a higher weight. It sounds foolish. And it's going, at 2 cents, it's just going to rub a lot of people the wrong way. You get what I'm saying? That's all. And I'm just putting it out there. I'm not I'm always a fair dude. I'm just putting it out there. People going to have a problem with that. If you're willing to fight at a higher weight, why are you simply not willing to fight Errol Spence at a higher weight? That's what people are going to wonder. You know what I'm saying? Wonder. That's a fair question. The young lion Boots bite a little different. Yeah, man, Boots ain't nothing to play with. Or just Buzz tweet. He could debunk it if he wanted to, right? Or his team members cannot say anything on his behalf. Interesting notion, but true, right? That's why I said, Quay, for him to do this, I wonder what was the thinking behind it. PGH Big Dog is in the building. What's good with it, bro? You will be after the rematch. We will see. William Old School, my brother. How you feeling, bro? Spence still has big fights. Not Terrence, though, right? Spence, I feel like Spence definitely has big fights. You know what I'm saying? And I think the main thing that made him want that fight was the fact that he had the last piece to the puzzle, you know what I mean, in terms of, complete and undisputed. I think, that's what made him want to fight as much as he wanted it. And, like a real one, he stood on business and he did everything that he could in his power to make this fight happen. And even like it's being reported and said that he went against his own advisors and team and still made this fight and gave up way too much when they, didn't suggest it otherwise. So the respect that I had for a man that essentially, gave up a ton of things and made a lot of sacrifice as a man in the sport of boxing, that a sport as dangerous as this that you can't play. I just have a huge amount of respect for Errol Spence in a way that he was stubborn, if you will, in terms of making this fight. Like, he refused to walk away. And at the same token, I think from a negotiation standpoint, that's when things started to turn not so much in his favor, in my opinion, right? I think once they came back to the table the second time around, I think Bud truly understood how much, EJ wanted this fight. And I think because of that reason, he pushed for certain things. You get what I'm saying? And he got him. So, you know what I mean? Kudos to him. I mean, people don't like it, don't respect it, like the way he went about it, and I get it, but just on the side of business things that he made it work the best he could for him. People don't respect the fashion in which he done it, but he got it done, man. So I think the Spence's hunger for this fight also, tip negotiations in a weird spot. You get what I'm saying? He just wanted it so much. You get what I'm saying? By any means necessary, he truly did. So he's just a dope dude, man. A real one, man. You need fighters like that stand on business, that, do any and everything to deliver these fights that's meaningful. So it is what it is. I respect the history books don't show certain details, and Bud knows that's going to say his accolades and nothing else. Another reason I can't respect it, I get you. I understand exactly what you're saying, Cuzzo. Right. A lot of little fine details that the accolades won't read off. You're exactly right. Nobody will talk about Bud. They will have high regard for Spence. Always, there's plenty of Hall of Fame boxers. You have no idea who they are. It's true. Are ones that people just don't speak that often or that highly of. 2 cents. You get what I'm saying? Despite their Hall of Fame, you know what I mean, induction or not, being an inductee or not, they don't care. You get what I'm saying? So you're exactly right on that. You are. You know what I mean? But, and again, I just want to be clear, and I'm glad Teach brought that up so people understand. I'm not passing this off as 100% fact because I didn't hear Bud come out and co-sign it. But at the same time, I didn't hear him not say it wasn't true. You get what I'm saying? I ain't saying got to do any of this stuff, but people are going to talk. And maybe that's what he want at the end of the day, like the Queen mentioned earlier anyway. So that's what it is. Look, I don't know where to go, where this fight going to go from there. But it is what it is. Like, it's unfortunate if this is, in fact, the situation now, because I feel like both guys, from my viewpoint, and based on what I've been seeing from them guys, I felt like they both was done at 47. So we'll see. We will see. We'll do all that $2 million worth of game. Hey, listen, bro. I want to be clear about something, right? I did the reaction to the $1 million worth of game interview last night, and I got the Last Stand podcast one that I'm about to pull up as well, that I got a clip of. So I'm never here to defend like what everything a fighter say personally. Like, that's not why I support these guys, right? I don't, I can't vouch for everything they say. I don't agree with everything fighters say, even my favorite fighter. Like, I just don't. I'm still my own man at the end of the day. I can't sit up here and try to, clean up and try to make things all right for what he say. What he say is what he say. Like, however the people take it is how they take it, and that's for him. But in terms of where my support mainly lies is not in everything he say. Like, I'm not watching him because he's great, the greatest speaker, and I'm not watching him to see what he's tweeting. I'm not watching him to see what he's tweeting, right? Like, the whole reason that I watch this young kid is because I feel like he is an amazing talent, right? So that's what I can vouch for as a man, as a content creator. That's what I vouch for, right? Like, in terms of his character and how he move, how he behave, the things he say, he's his own man. He can handle those arguments, right? The only resistance or argument I'm cool with even having when it comes to him is skill set and talent, right? That other stuff I can't argue. I can't clean that up for him. I'm not here to justify him and try to make him look like the best guy in the world, right? But what I am here to say is I think they're a hell of a talent, and that's where my support lies heavily for the talent that is the fighter, right? He's his own man. He's gonna have to live and learn, make his own decisions as he's been doing, right? He gonna have to, you get what I'm saying, figure things out for himself. But I'm gonna continue to support the talent that is Shakur Stevenson. He's a hell of a fighter, right? And everybody not gonna like everything he say, but I think he's just young and he figuring it out. He ain't doing nothing no different than what any other fighter is doing. You get what I'm saying? But I think people hold on to every little word because you just got a large number of people that don't really care for him for one reason or another. And it's okay. You can't make everybody like you. You get what I'm saying? I get you, Kaz. Just he said all the people spreading false narratives. That's what I'm saying. That and 2 cents. See, I like the fact that you said that because that's what I tried to point out when I was reading it. Like the key words, like he's shooting things down, like false narratives. All the people spreading these false narratives. So he basically saying everything y'all been putting out up until this point has been false. Like this is the truth right here. And he went on with his, his explanation here. It's cringing when he heard that name. But you hear what he said. He tried to say he ain't want to sit up for 20 minutes and talk about him, which is good. And again, people be so mad at everything he say. He only is answering the questions that the people are asking him. You get what I'm saying? But I would like to just hear the focus be on the guy that he really got to fight. But again, I understand the line of questioning because that's the stuff that everybody be talking about. So You know what I mean? The fight wasn't going to be any different at 54. I hear you. Some people feel like that as well. Some people feel like that. Wonder if Bud will agree to more thorough drug testing, or will he retire? I think he'll be around. Sheena. I don't think he's going nowhere. Bud ain't surprised nobody. That's what I've been saying, Kaz. He didn't. Judah Ben, my guy, was good with it, Brody. Appreciate you, family. How you feeling? Devin is loving all this Bud talk, because now nobody's talking about him not signing a contract, or has he? Yeah, he say he's scared to death. I can't wait to see them line it up, Joe. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a damn fun fight to watch. Can't please everybody. Corey, back it up in the ring, and that's the stuff that you get what I'm saying, Kaz. That's the stuff that I try to explain to people. That's where my support and my vouching lies, right? I'm not sitting up here. I'm not no super fan or fanboy where I want to explain, what he meant by, only when I hear people clearly pushing narratives. Now, if he say something that's just not solid or that's not valid, then that is what it is. I'll speak on it accordingly, but I'm not here to try to make him look like the good guy for people. No, I've always, my stance with him is what it will always be. That's my favorite fighter. You know what I mean? I support him. I rock with him. He's a hell of a talent, but I can't, I have no comment on a lot of the stuff that the other they do and say, because that's too much. I'm not his PR team. You get what I'm saying? I'm always like, I can say, you have a fight and something go a certain way, you know what I mean? The way I've been vouching for the skill set and talent, and you come in here and be like, hey man, what you think happened here? Then that's the conversation for me. But it's like when they get up here and he telling you out his own mouth how he feel about something, and people choose to dissect it the way they want. I can't explain it to y'all no better than he could. You get what I'm saying? That's why I play these clips and, these interviews, so we can all break the stuff down together. Get what I'm saying? The pot calling the kettle black. Talk to him. 881, my guy. Andrew Gray, what it do, family? How you feeling, bro? Tim Layton, what it do? Tim, how you feeling, my bro? I'm enjoying this. Appreciate you, Judah, man. You already know my guy is where Mr. Kyler was good with it. It's weird that Bud has had his greatest performance of his career, but everyone's still talking about Spence. Interesting. That's an interesting point. Interesting point, man. But I think Bud is right there too. I think a lot of people talking because of the position that he's in, and he has options, man. He can, great win, biggest win of his career, like you said. They're definitely still ringing out Bud Crawford. You know what I mean? Wonder if Bud will retire if he's pressured to get thoroughly drug tested. To me, honestly, I don't think he'll care, Queen. I don't think he'll care unless it's something outside the norm, right? Like if it's something egregious. But I feel like if it's something that the other fighter is got to deal with too, then I think he'll be just fine. But Shakur, the same PR team. Everybody has the same PR team, right? You get what I'm saying? Yeah, I can't sit here and that's what I be trying to make clear. I think as a fanboy would try to do that. Now if I hear him say something and I hear people clearly miss something and they start spinning narratives, then you'll hear me speak on his behalf, or not so much on his behalf. You'll hear me give my assessment on it, but I'm not here to try to make it seem like he's perfect. I know that he's a hell of a talent, and he's gonna keep proving it. November 16th, y'all gonna see it again. Thomas said Bud just alienated himself and he doesn't really know it. You know what, Thomas? I don't think he cared. To be honest, I don't think he cared. I just think, Bud is like, yo, it is what it is. Love me or hate me. If you love me, cool. If you hate me, even better, because that's my fuel. You get what I'm saying? I think that's really where he at. I really don't think I don't really think he cared too tough. That ain't scaring anybody to sit here. Yeah, man. It's funny. But ain't never pop dirty. Yeah, not ever. So I don't look at him as no dirty fighter or nothing like that. I know people have said some things, and it's a number of different reasons, but I feel like he ain't never gave me a reason to feel like that, right? So that's just me personally. Finally home, long day. Oh, okay. He's effing up possible matchups for him. He will not get the fights he's looking for. It's possible. It's possible. You get what I'm saying? People, people do pay attention, man. My thing is, if not Spence, then what next immediately, right? You know what I'm saying? If not Spence, then what next immediately? I just don't know. You get what I'm saying? I don't know. So, and like I said, y'all seen that clip. He said he had that Ivan Drago mentality. So, you know, I was expecting him to, you know, carry that mentality up to 54, but I can't make him do nothing, right? I can say what I would like to see, but ultimately it's going to be what he want to do. KO, what's good with it, family? How you feeling, my bro? Pop dirty. That don't mean shit. Yeah, I feel you, Cash. I feel you. Edgar Chavez is in the building. Jersey is in the building. He about to fight T.O. Crawford. That'd be crazy. All I know is he made two quitting the doghouse. You gonna have fun with that. You gonna have fun. You have fun now. I'm trying to tell you, young boy on his helmet, man. People at the PBC really pay attention, not to mention the people at Showtime that put on big fights. True. It's true indeed. KO said free game for Errol Spence. Never be honorable with a dishonorable person. I feel that. I definitely feel that, bro. I feel you. I've been a gym rat his whole career. Errol want to be a celebrity, not a fighter. Listen, I think what it is, I think Errol is as real as a fighter as they get, right? I just think, you know, his choices are his choices here, man. He can live with his choices, right? I think, you know, Bud being a gym rat and living a fighter's lifestyle and things like that is very smart and beneficial for him in terms of his career. No doubt about it. You know what I'm saying? But I just don't knock another man for, you know, living life either, right? You know what I mean? I don't condone any BS, but I don't knock a man for living life either. So Errol Spence is, you know what I mean? Think about how much they dedicate and sacrifice to the sport. You get what I'm saying? Like, not everybody can be a hermit. You get what I'm saying? Or damn, you get what I'm saying? Not everybody could be that. You get what I'm saying? So. He said, I'm going to get KO and just do the convert the team Crawford. That's his job on YouTube. But see, this is the thing. For me, I never considered myself Team Spence or Team Crawford. My stance was always what it was. Like, you know, Crawford turned pro in 08, if I'm not mistaken, Spence in 2012. I've been watching those dudes for pretty much most of their careers. I've seen most of these guys fight. So I've seen Crawford before I've seen Spence. But when it came down to it, once it got time for them to fight, this was just the one time that I potentially thought Crawford would take a loss. I was never just always Team Spence, but don't get it wrong. My stance is clearly rocking with Spence in terms of the win, but it wasn't because I don't like Crawford. I'm just not that guy. You get what I'm saying? I rock with both fighters. You get what I'm saying? But I seen what I seen. I felt how I felt. You know what I'm saying? Based off what I felt like I was watching from both guys. So I had an assessment that was wrong. And I don't mind being wrong. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to always rock with a guy like EJ, man. He get in there and he do what he say he going to do. You get what I'm saying? And he fell short on the night. So I don't regret picking him or none of that. Like, when I rock with you, I rock with you. But I rock with Crawford as well. It's just not, you get what I'm saying? I'm just not one of them guys. It ain't like, I don't feel like I pick sides in boxing because I love the sport. So, you know, I appreciate both guys' skill set and talent, but it's just one guy that I felt like was going to pull that off. And I never feel bad for saying it. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling that way. Opulent LDTV, blessings, Brody. How you feeling, family? He said Devin is the duck artist. He about to be working for none because they stand on their square. They're not bandwagon fans. True indeed. Still 35, right? Frank Martin is good a year by far. I get you. Stay jumping in conclusion. The real comes out. Most people won't go back and clean up. Yeah. That's why I always present things a certain way, bro. And I make sure people understand, like, when I'm, you know, what's the facts are versus what's out there and what we discussing, right? And we hear what's out there. And you get what I'm saying? Nah, yeah, right. Yeah, 2 cents. That's how they was. Kendra, what's good with it, family? How you feeling? That's how they was, man. They was like, man, pick a side. And I'm just like, yo, don't fall for the trap. This is boxing, not the streets, bro. We just pick the winners. And like my cousin, Ashley's Corner, she said a while ago, man. And I never forget she said it. She said in boxing, you don't pick sides, you pick winners. We don't pick sides, we pick winners. And that's how I looked at it ever since. That's how I always looked at it. But I never forget she put it that way because that's really how it is for me. When I see a fight, like I pick a guy that I think gonna win. Only time I feel like if it's a side, if I feel like you dealing with like a scumbag fighter, you get what I'm saying? Then of course, yeah, I'm siding with the guy that ain't on some scumbag stuff. You get what I'm saying? But in this fight, I was always just rocking with the guy that I felt like, you know, physically was gonna be too much to deal with. You know what I mean? As the fight got going, right? But if anybody ever heard past my full assessment, I've always presented cases where Crawford could win as well. And if anybody ever listened and heard it, some of the things that he did was some of the things I said he would have to do to be successful. You know what I mean? I still just didn't think he was going to win. You know what I mean? Roger Channel before the fight, he was reasoning behind the SPENCE winning. Oh, man, salute to George C. But that's why I ain't gonna lie. He's just trying to get more money. Yeah, man. Yeah, he could be an asshole. You know what I mean? Do what is right and wrong is wrong. I get you. You know, I get you, Miss Joette. I get you. Niggas that rock about our weird worship who lies constantly, got no morals, can't do it. I tried to see it from every angle, all arrows point to bottom where. I feel you, dog. I feel you, my bro. Little Shakur, little take two like that. Damn, yo, boy, yo, you gonna be sad. I got a damn clip for you, bro. I got a damn clip for you, Joe. I got a damn clip just for you. Hold on. Dad was talking his little trash real quick. Hold on, I got one for you. I got it for you. I like having fun with this stuff. Just like I'll find a Shakur clip when Shakur talking his talk and play it and laugh. I'll do the same thing when Dev is talking his talk because I love boxing. Like, I don't hate none of these dudes. I look at it as entertainment. Like it's supposed to be. This stuff be entertaining. These dudes be funny. Talking trash, man. Dev, funny dude right here. You know Lil Shakur, the big homie. Joe, you know that. Big homie core. You know what I'm saying? Big homie, that's big homie core right there. That's big homie core right there, dog. You know what I mean? And again, salute to the Queen Sheena in the super chat. Much love, much appreciation, Queen. Just because I appreciate you, great show, and I like the way you interact with your chat. Many blessings to you and your family. Man, we appreciate you always, Queen, showing love, showing the support, appreciating the grind, supporting the grind, and we appreciate you, man. The baby boy is good. We did have a scare, y'all. I want to tell y'all, some of y'all wasn't in here when I was telling y'all. Y'all was in here with the Zane. For those that was in here when I was making the jokes about Zane and his eye, and I kept saying that it was only jokes, right? Top Rank started it. You know what I'm saying? First of all, Top Rank started it, y'all. I just want to put that out there. They had an eye for an eye up there. I ain't had nothing to do with that. I just played off of that. I had a couple jokes about the eye. Man, we woke up the next day on that Saturday, and the baby boy couldn't open his eyes, man. I was panic set in. We had to take him to the ER, man. Yo, you want to talk? I was so mad. I was lightheaded, yo. It messed my whole Saturday up. I couldn't even go live. I was so like, man, I was so mad. It made me tired, but once we got him there, everything, you know, it worked out, and he was all good. But for some reason, he just could not open his eyes. And you know, me being weird, I'm thinking like, was it because I was joking about Joe Joyce's eye, bro? I was just joking, bro. And Top Rank started it. You know what I'm saying? But again, salute to the Queen, Sheen. Appreciate you. I just had to share that story with you. I was sick, man. My baby boy couldn't open his eyes. I was panicking in here, man. I'm telling you.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Yeah, you know it, man. Tank, listen, man. Look, man. He just is what he is, man. It's rare breed. So it'll be something. If the fight is for something new will come up. I'm ready for the new chapter to close. Yeah, man. This chapter to close. Me too. And Dub, I think. Like, I was saying earlier, I don't know if you was in here when I was saying it, like, I don't even want to go through the runaround again. Like, we went through so much about if we was going to get the first fight that I would. If it's going to happen, it's going to happen. If not, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I know what I want. I know what I thought. You know what I know what I like to see, but I know this is boxing and we don't always get what we want, right? So I just want I want this chapter to close. I want solid, like a straightforward end. Like, is they gonna fight? Is it gonna be a rematch? Is it gonna be at 47, 54? Like, I just want straight, solid information so we could, you know, just move on with it and get rid of it. Yeah, because it been draining as hell. I ain't gonna lie, man. It's a very draining situation. Salute to the Queen Sheena again as well in the super chat. And again, my bro, Big Dog Willie back in the super chat. Frank Martin, 2023 Doug of the Year. True or false?
And we ain't never got a box again.
Man.
Well, I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just do.
Salute to my bro, Big Dog Willie, man. Yeah, I got you. I got you. It's crossing over from entertaining to being annoying, hearing all these talk like they bigger than Floyd, haven't put in no work, haven't fought the biggest names or possible threats. That is true. That is true. That is true. Right. They got to put the work in. Fish Grease, what it do, fam? Got younger with me today. He asked, can Prime Dion cover Tyreek Hill? Your thoughts? Prime Dion? Hell yeah. Dion could cover any receiver known to man, in my opinion, because he was just that great. He was just that great. Seeing racing box talk too much and don't fight enough. Yeah, I get it. I get it. I think some of these dudes be annoyed with it too. A1. I think some of these dudes be very annoyed with it too. From Omaha, we don't have that's why I'm rocking with Bud. I don't usually pick sides for the most part. Nah, I get that. Nah, but then, you know, being from Omaha, Cobain, that's totally different. It's like being from Texas and Dallas or something, and you ain't rocking with Spence. Like, I'd be surprised. Like, you get what I'm saying? So that all make, like, I'm from Jersey. Shakur's from Jersey. That's my guy. You get what I'm saying? That makes sense. Like, you get what I'm saying? So in that, you know, in that regard, it makes perfect sense. You get what I'm saying? But let me play this little clip from Dad. Dad was talking slick a little bit.
Happened, but I got to put two people in the ring, him and Shakur, man. I'm waiting for, you know. No, you know what you got to do? You should have told him. You should have took me.
Yeah, he good now, man. He good. He's good. Appreciate y'all. He's good, definitely, man.
But I'm just saying, you can. No. Did he just offer somebody the same thing I offered him? But I'm just saying, he's a different caliber fight. Did he? Yes or no? All right, well, we y'all gonna make it happen. You can come with the money. Like, when we gonna do this? Because I'm trying to see who gonna, you know what I mean, what's gonna happen. The world wanna see it. When they gonna see it? Is y'all ever gonna fight, or is y'all gonna wind up in different weight classes? You know, tune in December 9th. I got to fight. Okay, I like that. I like this finesse. And then we go from there. Where you fighting at? San Francisco. We bringing it back home to the Bay. Now, I just want to say the last fight. He's going well. Lomachenko. I witnessed that you did a move that I taught you. Like, how did you remember that move? No, I did a few moves you taught. That's what they don't know that. They don't know I be trying.
Yeah, Dad was trolling right there. And again, I play these clips to have fun with it. I'll show y'all that you're not supposed to get bent out of shape because these fighters are talking smack to each other a little bit, especially if you know it's a real fighter, right? I look at Dev as a real fighter, so he can talk his trash. He can take his shots at Shakur. And same way I play the clips when Shakur take the shots at him, man, it's entertainment at the end of the day. I feel like those are two real fighters. So when they line it up, we're going to remember all the back and forth, all the little shots they took, and it's going to make the fight that much better, in my opinion. I can't wait to see it, bro. That's a fight I can't wait to see. Daddy's got me figured out. This high 30. Yeah, big homie core. Big homie core. They'll like that. Lord Bill Haney, 2023 Cat Master of the Year. Salute to my bro, Big Dog Willie, back in the super chat.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just do.
To you, man. He said, y'all see Stevenson got everyone in an uproar with his information. I bet you 4-1. He don't even know the day PBC had for the rematch. Don't get worked up, y'all. I appreciate you, Dub. And you know Dub is the human fax machine. So I rock with it. That's why if you hear my energy and the way I've delivered it, I've made it pretty much an open conversation. And I've, said, like, if this is in fact what it is, like, this is how I feel about it. But at the same time, there's no official statement from Crawford. So you can always take this with a grain of salt. Salt, you don't have to, take it as the gospel or the great word, right? Crawford still has to make the final decision or come out and say what he actually wants to do. So it's going to be interesting to see if any of the moves Crawford make lines up with any of the things that he said in that tweet. You get what I'm saying? P. Hunter, what it do, family? Her vs. Canelo is a 1.5 million pay-per-view. Shit, who knows? I definitely think it'll definitely do some type of numbers because of the risk factor involved in it. You get what I'm saying? And the fact that Terence Crawford coming off the biggest win in his career, the thought of him even entertaining a fight with Canelo would be entertaining for a lot of people, I think, because of the risk involved. You know what I'm saying? And if you look at the things that Terence Crawford do well, he, skillfully, like he's just fine. But it'll be, the weight is where you'll wonder how much of a factor that'll be for him. Now, Duck of the Year will always be Joshua to me. I feel you, Don. Tyson Fury is the Duck of the Year. Run up at least. I feel you, Tim. I feel you. He said everything with Let's Fight. So yeah, man. He said he should have took the 25 and stuff like that. Thomas Morris, what it do, family? How you feeling? I'll talk about. I think Ruben fight is gonna be lit. Ruben always brings the heat. Yeah, Thomas, and he don't want to lose again. So he definitely gonna bring it, and he gonna have to because of the guy he in there. If you don't bring it, you're gonna get rolled over. So I agree with you, Thomas. It's definitely gonna be lit, that fight. Interview with Man Papa's podcast is dope. I'm gonna check it out when I jump off, Judah. Big Dog Willie Pack and the super chat said Haney Code 2023 Delusional Fans of the Year. Yeah. Salute to my guy, man. Much love and appreciation.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just do.
With your boy, man. But yeah, man, I always play this because I like the back and forth, man. These dudes gonna line it up eventually, bro. You know what I mean? I just think we just gonna have to wait a bit longer for it, is all. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But in the meantime, like he said, December 9th is his date. And he fighting Regis Prograis. That's great news to hear that out of his mouth. So that's really what I got from that. Yeah, he took this shot at Shakur, and that's funny. It's just a little entertaining stuff. So it's nothing to be bent out of shape over. But most important thing is December 9th, he getting in there with Regis Prograis, and November 16th, Shakur getting in there with Edwin De Los Santos. And both of these young fighters got another opportunity to showcase their talent. That's what it's all about. Shakur got an opportunity to let out some of the frustration that he's been dealing with in terms of getting an opponent, right? And what a better guy to take it out on than De Los Santos. He's dangerous enough, so Shakur got to be smart, switched on game. You get what I'm saying? You can't overlook him. Got to take this opportunity serious and go in there and shine. You get what I'm saying? Giving a build up. 2 cents. I'm with you, Queen. I'm with you. Yeah, I'm with you. Devin look a little bit over 140. You think struggle on the scale? No, I don't think he will. Me personally, I think he'll be fine. I think it's a chance that Dev could be stronger at 140. I ain't saying he's going to just transform and be a puncher, but I've said this before. I think, the cut obviously is affecting him. So I think having to cut less weight naturally, I think he'll be a bit stronger. And he could potentially hit harder. We'll see. That's just me being fair to him. We'll see. You know what I mean? Bullet chilling together, talking boxing, like to end together. That's dope. Salute to both Coach Bullet and Coach Calvin. New era boxing. What it do, family? How you feeling, bro? Build up these fights. Right. And ain't nothing wrong with a little build up. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Why? Because you said so. Yeah, just talk. You just talking slick. You know it. It's on. Salute New Era. You already know. You know it, dog. Glad the little ones. Yeah, man. Appreciate you, Andrew. Appreciate you, bro. Yeah, he good. His little greedy self. Finichi, what it do, family? How you feeling? Salute just do. Bud wins 147.54. He's just EJ Huckleberry. EJ is a tough matchup for anyone else. Absolutely, bro. But that will, it would always be a tough fight for EJ, despite whatever weight it's at. So it's gonna always be a tough fight because of the styles. From what I seen in the first fight, stylistically, it'll always be a challenging fight. Can't wait today. Make sure people cry too. You're gonna be waiting for a long time, bro. Don't say the cap. Telling you, I like both fighters. I respect both talents. You know, I just think it's gonna be some level shown when they fight. That's what I think. Big homie Core. Yeah, it's gonna be level shown. Big Dose in the building. What it do, my bro? How you feeling? Virtually impossible at the moment. Salute to him, bro. Joseph Detroit. Nah, he really believe it. You know, Davis guy. He feel like he gonna beat Core when they fight. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Salute to both of them. I can't wait till they finally could line it up. But until then, I'm definitely gonna look forward to the challenge that Regis gonna present for Dev and the challenge that Dev gonna present for Regis. And vice versa. I'm gonna look at the challenge that De Los Santos present for Shakur. I want to see what he's able to, you know, what Shakur's approach to this fight gonna be. That's what I want to see. Bill Haney Capness is something special. Man, that's funny. Little cool guy, short leg tank. They do, and I don't understand. Salute to everybody, and y'all punch the like button. But look, Dev said he should have took that 25, man. He just having fun with it. But again, that wasn't the biggest takeaway from this. The biggest takeaway from this, again, was him confirming his date of December 9th. You know, sometimes I go over people, hey, he did confirm that. Said he fighting Regis Prograis. I like the approach. He just didn't want to spend too much time talking about a fight that's not happening. And I like that because in this Last Stand podcast interview that Shakur did, it was a similar situation. He spoke on Dad, but it was very brief. And he made sure he said he didn't want to sit up and spend 20 minutes talking about this dude. And that needs to be the energy moving forward. Like what y'all situation was is what it was. Let people make of it what they will. You can call whoever duck and run with, push whatever narrative you want. At the end of the day, that's not the fight that's happening now. Regis and Dave got business to take care of December 9th, and Shakur and De Los Santos got business to take care of November 16th. So I think that's all that really should matter to him at this point. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, I could get him speaking on the Frank Martin situation because it's fresh. You get what I'm saying? A lot of people, you know, they're mad because he's speaking on how he feel about a situation that directly affected him. So, you know what I mean? I get it. You get what I'm saying? He spoke about how he feel, and it's just what it is. We'll see, man. Niggas getting out of shape over everything. Yeah, some stuff ain't worth being mad over. Like, I mean, dudes just be speaking their minds, man. Let me play some of this. So salute to everybody in the building. This is the Last Stand podcast interview that he did that came out earlier. So let's listen in some of the
joining
stuff
me today is one of my favorites. Former two-time two-weight division thing on that. I don't ever want to assume who they talked about, so I always want the fighter to say the name. Go ahead and say it. I'm not gonna put words in your mouth. So go ahead and let that name out.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I didn't say anything. I'm
like,
go ahead. Who you talking about?
Yeah, I'm saying it kind of looked like you were not trying to say my name, but you know it's all good. It's all love.
Yeah, my bad, y'all. He was asking Brian Custer.
Listen, don't.
My bad, y'all. He was asking Brian Custer about not mentioning his name when they was asking him. You know, that little situation. That wasn't nothing. It was just nothing, really.
Social media trolls get to you.
If
it was like that, we wouldn't even be doing this interview. You know what I'm saying?
I understand. We good.
There you go. There we go. Okay. So, look, it looked like you and Frank Martin were going to do this fight November, Las Vegas, for the WBC lightweight title. And then all of a sudden, the fight falls out. You got to tell everyone, from your perspective, what happened?
I think Frank Martin got cold feet. I think that before the fight was signed, it sounded good. Everything sounded good. But once the fight came to fruition, I feel like he got real nervous and didn't want to fight no more. But his excuse and his reasoning, he would tell you that it wasn't enough money. But truthfully speaking, it was quadruple more than he ever made in his entire career.
Wow. Can you give us any insight? Like, how much were we talking about? That
I'll tell you his numbers. I don't mind telling you his numbers, but the numbers that he done made in his career was the highest was 250,000. That fight that he would have just fought, he would have fought for a world title and he would have fought for $1 million. So 250,000 4 times give you $1 million, and that would have been the most money he would have ever made in his career.
That's just true based off of the information that's out there.
Quote, I didn't duck shit. Then you tweeted out, the media's sick. They make up rumors just to protect certain fighters' image. What y'all have been talking about that a man ain't pulled out to fight nobody else? What do you think? Why do you think Frank Martin pulled out? What? And I guess that's the question. Why do you think? Why do you think he pulled out? Because, you know, there are rumors like, oh, he's got a bigger fight on the horizon. Why do you think he pulled out?
I don't think fighters want to lose. I think that deep down inside, he know that I'm one of the best fighters in boxing. And like I said, I don't think he wanted to lose. I think that when it came down to it, if he was going to take an L, he want to make 10 times more than more than he ever made in his career. So I guess 4 times is not enough.
What did you?
He gonna say that's crap though. You'll see, Big Dog. He speak on it, and I get you. I feel you. If that's true, then that will always be crazy.
Asking for too much. Maybe they need to humble themselves, take less. It almost gave the impression that Shakur was asking for way too much money for this fight. Give me your thoughts on what you saw when you saw what he posted.
My problem with that issue is, I mean, what he said was, you shouldn't speak on nobody else's situation if you don't know the details. So when he went and said stuff about me and spoke on my situation, not knowing the details or what happened in the situation, it just turned around and slapped him in the face. I think he got slapped in the face because what he said he didn't stand on. Plus, my situation and his situation were 2 different situations. I would never. I'm a fighter. I love boxing. I love to fight.
About to speak on it,
Big Dog. I would never turn down
a little bit.
Quadruple more than I ever made in my career for a world title. I would never do that.
Shakur, how frustrating is this for you? You were in the ring after Haney's last fight. Many thought, oh, my God, that's going to be the next fight. It seems as if Lomachenko has no interest in fighting you at all. And obviously, Haney's now going to take on Prograis. No one's talking about Shakur and Tank. And now that obviously this Frank Martin fight is falling apart. How frustrating is this that Shakur Stevenson can't get this marquee fight?
I mean, it's very, very, very frustrating. It's stressful, frustrating. I try to make the biggest fights happen and the best fights happen. With the Lomachenko situation, that was another guy who was offered the most money that he would have ever made in his entire career to fight me.
That was true to my knowledge.
With the Frank Martin situation, he was offered the most money that he would ever make in his career to fight me. He said no. So
that was true
honestly,
again to my knowledge.
It's frustrating trying to get these guys in the ring and get these guys in the ring to fight me.
Does that mean Edwin De Los Santos is next then?
Maybe. It's depending on if he take. I don't want to get my hopes up no more because even like with the Frank Martin situation, I never truly wanted to fight Frank Martin. But when the fans got excited,
my understanding,
I got very excited. I got
didn't stop
real motivated. I went and
Frank Martin because of the
miles and miles and put a lot of work in just because the fans got excited. So I don't want to keep getting my hopes up with anybody.
Talk to him
until a fight is signed and fight happens. I won't get my hopes up. I'm just going to keep my head down and stay focused.
That's key. Keep your head down. Stay focused, bro. That's key.
A marquee fight for Stevenson in it.
I don't know. I can't. That's out of my power. I can only control.
Say that, big bro.
What's in my control, man?
I feel you. I feel you, Joe.
Staying focused, staying in the gym, staying in shape, and being ready for whenever the time comes.
Right. The stuff that you can't control.
To get these guys in the ring. Maybe I gotta go out there and have a bad performance. I probably gotta go have a close fight with somebody.
I don't suggest you do that, but I get
somebody will get in the ring with me.
Don't do that. Don't do that. That wouldn't be a good idea at all, buddy. Salute to my bro, man. Big Dog Willie back in the super chat again, bro. Said Devin Haney stay at 135 the rest of the year. Easily 2023 cap of the year. Bob Barham, Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearns, watch out. Bill Haney cap skills are legendary. Salute again to my bro, Big Dog Willie back in that.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Much love, much appreciation, bro. We gonna keep playing this.
So what happened then with you and Devin Haney? Because, you know, as we just said, you were in the ring.
Now again, I noticed they asked him. So when people keep saying why he keeps speaking on it and why this and why that, they literally keep asking him about it. They're literally asking him about it. And I'm glad he responded the way he did for the most part in this one.
His last victory. You guys certainly have a long history together. You've gone back and forth on social media. I know you told him if you ever catch him by himself that you're going to smack him. He replied that he'll bet that 25% that he's going to whoop your ass. Do you think that you two will ever fight?
I want to fight. I'm the guy who went in the ring. I'm the guy who went to him. I'm the guy who started the chaos. I want to fight. I want the drama. I want the smoke. I'm with that. But at the end of the day, he tried to lowball me. He tried to throw something out there that was nothing. It was pennies. My last 3 fights, I made more than what he offered me. So since I was offered less, we went another route. We didn't just say no to the fight. I went and made myself the mandatory for the belt, and I expressed my mandatory position. And now you see me fighting for the WBC title. That's his. I'm fighting for his belt. So I mean, the world could put together what really happened, but I ain't trying to spend 20 minutes talking about the situation. The situation
good move. Philly, what it do, family?
I'm willing to fight any and every fighter in the sport of boxing because I believe in myself.
Were you a little tweaked at all? Philly? That, you know, and it's been a little bit, but obviously it came from the Haney camp. Some say that it was his father leaked out that old video of you two sparring, and you can hear you say, I guess after one round, like, yo, that's it. I'm tired. I'm done.
Did you watch the video though?
Yeah, I watched it, but I was like, yo.
Did you see the smile on my face?
Yes, I did.
Did you see the smile on my face?
But you know how the way they leaked it, they tried to give it as if you were like,
because once again, like I said, I'm not trying to spend 20 minutes talking about Devin or anything with him, but he has media and he has a lot of media people that he's really close with, and they are very great at spinning the narratives and
listen to
a certain narrative out there that is not true.
Listen to the young boy.
If he posted that,
listen to the young boy. As much as people want to disagree with stuff that he says, much as people want to disagree with stuff that he say, he's very aware. He's very aware of the media and people spinning narratives, and I'm glad. And I'm glad he don't want to spend 20 minutes talking about him. He said what he said. He gave it very brief. He felt how he felt. I'm glad he ain't have to go in. He ain't have to say nothing extra crazy about him. It's unnecessary. And at the end of everything, you don't really want to spend no time talking about him because that's not a fight that's happening. The only time I want to hear them talking about each other again, really, is if they really gonna fight. You get what I'm saying?
They tried to give it as if.
But he's smart. You see, Jordan, he know.
Like I said, I'm not trying to spend 20 minutes talking about.
I hear a year.
Devin or anything with him, but he has media and he has a lot of media people that he's really close with, and they are very great at spinning the narratives and putting a certain narrative out there that is not true. If he posted that little video, tell him to post the full sparring. If he posted full sparring, I bet you the entire world would say I beat the shit out of him. I bet you. That's the reality of the situation. When I said that, I was smiling. I was smiling at him like I was just smiling because I had got off on him. I beat him up, got off on him, smiled, I'm like, bro, I'm not about to. I sparred him 3 times that week. Like we sparred 3 different times that same entire week. Bro, I'm not about to keep being. I beat you up already, bro. What I'm gonna do with you? Like, what we gonna sit here and spar 1,000,000 rounds? You're never gonna be able to get your get back, bro.
How old were you guys in that video?
I want to say we was 18. I was 18 and he was
Rosa,
17.
what it do? I see you, Rosa.
They got another.
What it do, my guy?
He was born in 1998. I was born in 1997.
Next few days.
So they try to make it seem like I'm way older than him, but that's not true.
You know what it is.
Listen, I know you are real tight with Bud Crawford. You guys are like brothers. So I know you were at the fight.
Yeah, D1. That's the part they missing. He told him to post the whole thing. That'll never happen because you won't be able to spin no narrative.
In your heart of hearts, believe that performance, it was going to be as dominating as a performance as Bud put on.
Nah, I knew it was gonna be a knockout.
Me too, Big Dose. Respect to both of them. I just want you to know I rock with both guys, yo. This is my guy, but I rock with DEVIN as a fighter.
But he
I rock
definitely
with him. I'm gonna
exceeded
keep
like
rocking
my
with him.
expectations.
I can't wait till they fight, yo.
Definitely.
I'm wrong. I'm gonna be right here with y'all to be wrong.
At a very high level, and he did what he was supposed to do. So I'm not gonna act like I just knew he was going to dominate him that bad, but I knew the outcome of the fight.
You know, it's interesting, Shakur, because I had to do a lot of interviews even before the fight, and I said the same thing.
Brandy, salute, fan. Appreciate you pulling up. Nah, I feel you. That's what I said. I think to turn down his best opportunity right now, as of now. Salute to Randy. Appreciate you pulling up. Smash the right button, sir. If you have it.
But if there was going to be a knockout, I felt like it was going to be Bud Crawford because I felt like out of the 2 fighters, he has more of the knockout power. But, man, he not only dropped EJ, but was the bully in the fight, which really surprised me.
Flossy Sports TV,
honestly,
my bro. What it do,
I got
bro?
nothing but love and respect to EJ.
Frank not fighting Tank.
EJ definitely got the heart of
my bro. Salute to you, Brody.
He signed up to fight Bud. 2 great fighters for it.
Yeah.
And, it just was the outcome of the fight. But at the end of the day, a lot of people didn't know how strong Bud Crawford is. So they see him, but they don't know like how physically strong he is, how punching power strong he is. Like he just a strong individual. And honestly, I think skills paid the bill. That
EJ said that after the fight. He said Bud Crawford was strong as hell.
EJ has ordered the rematch, and he wants that rematch before the end of the year.
Yeah, right, Big Dose. We all in the same accord.
I don't think.
And I get it. Let me pause this real quick. And I get it. Every now and then they go off the cuff. They say some stuff that you don't rock with. That's not the. I want to be clear. That's not the stuff that I will ever try to like justify. I'm not justifying no fighter saying something that's not solid, right? And I think they all susceptible to that because they all young guys and they all got egos and pride. So they all talk they shit, so to speak, right? So I just I don't get too hung up on the stuff that the fighters say to each other because I always keep in mind that at the end of the day, they can really do something about it. They can really get in the ring and do something about all the back and forth that they do. You know what I'm saying? But I'm always, wanting to see the best people fight the best people. You get what I'm saying? Win, lose, or draw. I mean, I wonder why the media isn't behind Shakur as much. I see him getting almost everyone interviews. Jordan C, I just think it's somewhat of a disconnect with some people as to what his positioning is. And I think people just want to make him out to be the bad guy. I think, and simply put, I just think he's a threat to certain people's favorite fighter. And because of that, every little thing, they try to make it look like it's the worst thing they ever heard. Everything he says is a lie. Nothing he says is he being honest about. It's weird. It's like when you put that much energy into tearing down a fighter, that says something about you. It really do. Well, knocked out Shakur's sparring. I tell you what, he damn sure made him stop and sparring the first time he sparred him. Either that or Frank needs to make it close to 1 million. Right, Akello. True indeed, bro. I'll do 140 when it gets too hot with 30 big homie core. D1, that's my guy, man. I think that was a slip of the tongue too, Big Dose. I always thought that when he said 130. That's just me. I always thought he made a mistake when he said that. Because neither of them, Shakur was at 130, but he wasn't. I mean, special so-called people Doug Shakur 20 plus in fantasy fights. Realistically, bro, like ducking them. I don't even like the word ducking him, but I'll say this, Joe. People that said no to a fight, you know, you got Pitbull, you got Zepeda, you got Loma, you got Frank Martin, you got, I believe, Cambosis. You get what I'm saying? How many is that? About 5? Like, I don't want to call everybody ducks, but I know for a fact, undeniably, that there are several guys that I just mentioned that they all said no. Like, and if any of us been paying attention, which I believe we all have, you'll know it ain't nothing I'm making up. You got at least 4 or 5 fighters that without a doubt said no to the fight. So I don't know if no is ducking nowadays. I don't know what people, because I mean, people call anything a duck. You know what I'm saying? I seen videos saying Regis ducked Devin Haney and they about to fight on the 9th of December. So you get what I'm saying? At this point, you get what I'm saying? But I just know for a fact guys are saying no. But you know what's more important outside of all of that? Edwin De Los Santos said yes. And because of that, November 16th, we got a fight. You get what I'm saying? Got us a fight. They're talking to these boxers, no matter the promotion. Yeah, and yeah, P. Hunter. That's why I like Brian Custer. I like Brian Custer. So I said they said no. Shakur said they said no to what? Throw Devin in there. Throw him in the mix. Big Tex, what is good with it, my bro? Devin dropped the belt. Made him the champion in recess. He said that ran after. What's good with it, Big Tex? How you feeling, bro? He said he
like I said, I think the skills played a part in that fight. Skills pay the bills. The fighter with the most skills, 9 times out of 10, is going to win the fight. Especially when you're all-around fighter, and Bud is an all-around fighter.
Okay, so there's another big fight on the horizon. Charlo, Canelo. Your thoughts on the fight? Who's winning that fight?
That's a 50-50 fight. I don't count Charlo out. Like, I can't count Charlo out. I think Charlo is a great boxer. He does some things technically that he could definitely give Canelo a lot of problems. But I also see like where Canelo could give him problems with his walk down style. And if he get inside and make it a fight how Castano did the first fight, Canelo could win the fight too. But I'm rooting for Charlo. I know Charlo. I talked with him before.
Dre, what's going on with it, bro? How you feeling? Yeah, people spend over here. We shoot the narrative
about your big brother Bud when
Canelo was good with my brother.
We got some good fights. Canelo at a catchweight.
Some good fights coming up for sure.
And then Canelo, I talked to him on the last stand. I asked him about it, and he said, "Listen,
man, I don't think saying no is ducking. Frank Money duck, Pitbull Tank duck, Dev Weight duck. Yeah, like I'm more with that. I'm more with what you saying, P. Hunter. Look, at the end of the day, it is a business, and that's I'm gonna always consider that. You get what I'm saying? I don't know how everybody else look at it. I'm gonna always consider the business side of things, and at the end of the day, if a fighter feels like he can't cross his T's and dot his I's, then the business, and the business is not lining up for him, then the fight won't happen. So a lot of times we'll just jump right into calling somebody a duck, right? And I just think that's an exaggeration, man. I think it's a lazy approach too. Instead of trying to really figure out why the fight didn't happen, like y'all just seen it. I just showed y'all how fair I am with Frank Martin. You just seen it. None of y'all heard me call him a duck, and still to this day, I'm still not calling him that. You never heard me say it, like, because it's corny. At the end of the day, he had something. The business side didn't align itself in the fashion that he would like. He didn't get what he felt like he wanted. And again, it's a little deeper than just ducking, right? Like you get what I'm saying? Now, if you see this situation becomes a habit for Frank Martin, right? You keep finding out like he about to take, these risks or these big challenges, and then you keep finding out that he's saying something about money. Now, after you establish a pattern, now I can start looking at it like, you get what I'm saying? But like these situations where, if you just follow them and you obviously understanding that a guy is seeking something and he's not getting it, how do you expect him to fight? I'm just being realistic. Although the fight fan in me, I want to see Frank Martin and Shakur. Yeah, I would love to see and fight for the $1 million in that belt. Yeah, I thought in my mind, based on what he made in his last fight to now, you know, that would be enough. But that's just me thinking that. He obviously had the plans, right? So I can't be mad at him for seeking what he feel like, you know, he wanted. That's at the end of the day. So it's like that's what be going on in a lot of these situations. Like business just don't be lining itself up, you know. And then sometimes guys, look, I'm gonna be honest. You got some guys that just like, all right, Jaime Munguia. There's a pattern there. There's a pattern with Jaime Munguia, turning down title shots and opportunities to fight quality opposition on multiple occasions. That's a pattern of a guy not challenging himself. I can't respect that because opportunities don't come like that often. He's turned down multiple opportunities to be a champion. So the dude, when I hear that type of stuff, that's clearly what it is. But some of these situations, especially when you got guys that feel like they of some substance and, you know, these young dudes with their pride and egos, man. So dudes be wanting to get paid for real at the end of the day. So all is well. That's what I like to hear, man. Let him shot. Fun to talk about the sport. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Big Dose. We're supposed to make it fun, bro. That's what I try to do over here. It's supposed to be fun. Not stressful. Like, we're supposed to have fun, them talking trash and then seeing the fights and really seeing who won and who lost. Like, it's supposed to be fun. It's entertainment. So good for Canelo to be successful and walking them down. Yeah, I definitely, yeah, Sheena. It's just, I wonder how the weight will you know, the extra weight gain will affect his mobility, if at all, right? That's what I'm going to be looking for. See if his mobility is compromised at all. He said, no, like Red Pops on Friday. It was the disconnect TG being man down made all the Frank fights before this, and then it wasn't an issue. What's the problem now? Facts, Dub. That's why I say, like, it's nothing wrong with holding somebody accountable. When you do that, just know that you're not tearing a person down when you holding them accountable. I just don't like people like, you know, you've heard so much as Al Heyman stopped the fight, Errol Spence, and like every time I've heard a concrete answer, it's always pointed back to Frank Martin himself being the reason for it. But she made that $1 million about $700K. I get it. You know, I ain't saying he, you know, ain't no, you know, retirement check money or nothing like that. But I was just guessing like it's a significant jump and increase from what he's been making. That's how I was looking at it. But I can't tell him what he worth and what he deserves. So. You know what I mean? Chop was good with it. Sad fighters are turning down fights for more money that they not worth. It's a little frustrating. It's a little frustrating when you see that. You know what I mean? It's a little frustrating. But that's what happens when they throw money around for no reason. Yeah. Yeah, Shayna, you know, we gotta have fun with this stuff. But now I think sometimes what it is, though, too, Big Dose, the information be out there, but people just don't be wanting to call it, right? They still be confused. Like, the part that's tripping me out when it comes to the Frank Martin, the whole Frank Martin Shakur ordeal, was from the very beginning. The fact that people are confused, like, they canceled the purse bid. That means they came to an agreement. No one side can't just cancel the purse bid on their own. That was a mutual agreement. It's like you start there. So you all obviously know right then and there that it was some type of agreement for them to get to that point, to come to that conclusion where both parties decide that they don't need to bid on the fight because they're going to come to an agreement. That is the whole point of that. It's like just follow. That's why I be saying things like that. Just follow the business in order as it goes. First things first. You've seen it going to purse bid. Do you see how both sides elected to cancel the purse bid? That's an agreement. That's a mutual thing. And you start right there. So it's like you know it's some type of agreement obviously taking place for that to happen. And that's when you start hearing discrepancies about money. You get what I'm saying? Why are we hearing discrepancies about money when you had an opportunity to bid for the fight? You get what I'm saying? That's the issue I have. It's very simple. People be confusing themselves with all the other stuff. It's just simple. It's not understand. And with me having the conversation, I in no way, shape, or form want to make no fighter look like less than a man. I only want the truth out there. And it's easy sometimes to just follow the steps. Canceling a purse bid is a mutual agreement. Like, oh, okay, they came to some type of term for them to do that, right? So then when you hear a money issue after the fact, you're like, oh, y'all just had some, obviously just had an agreement. You get what I'm saying? So you kind of start there, and that's the issue. But it's not wrong with a guy wanting their bread. You get what I'm saying? But that's why I don't care for certain parts of the business being leaked out there, because then we're kind of forced to speak on it, and then we don't have all the information, right? But still in all, even with this situation, it's like there's nothing wrong with a fighter speaking up for himself, yo. I can't stress that enough. It's nothing wrong with a dude coming out and saying, hey, man, this was the issue. You don't got to tell nobody what you was getting paid. We don't really care about your numbers because that's your personal, that's your bag. But you can say, hey, look, I had an issue or discrepancy was here. Hey, man, maybe this happened over here. Like anything, explanation is fine in this situation. But thinking you too cool to get out in front of something like that, I don't agree with that. It's just closed mouth. And again, I'm gonna say this and be done with it, because I didn't want to go all into this all again with Shakur and Frank Martin. You spoke, in detail about the 25%. You had scenarios. I ain't turning down no smoke. I'm gonna take the sacrifice because we with that. We with all the smoke. You did all of that. And then your situation presents itself, it happens. And it's like, I ain't duck nothing. And just a couple tweets, bro. Nah, that ain't the same energy that you had for a situation that ain't had nothing to do with you. That's all I'm saying. So I don't, never once did I call Frank Martin a duck, and I'm not going to do it because I think that's a lazy conversation. It's very corny, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the dude is a fighter at the end of the day. But I am still surprised that he didn't accept his opportunity because, at this point, it was his biggest and best opportunity, not just money-wise, the opportunity for a belt, to fight a marquee name in the sport and really plant your flag at 35. You get what I'm saying? That's just me, the fight fan, thinking. But, to put myself in his shoes, he probably like, hey, man, I need another, couple dollars on that. You get what I'm saying? So I get it. It is what it is. That's what Frank team betrayed him. Frank was not involved in negotiations. They say that, but like my big bro Dub said, man, TGB, like this is why bro keeps saying this to y'all. What was the disconnect? TGB and Man Down made all of Frank's fights before this, and there wasn't an issue. What was the problem now? You get what I'm saying? Like, that's where I'm like, you get what I'm saying? It was never an issue before. So it's like, where did that happen? Where did the disconnect really come in at? You get what I'm saying? Like that, salute fam. I'm mad at Frank Martin, but his reputation needs him to take a good fight next. Yep, Roger. And that's where it's at. Like, that's why I like to have the right kind of conversation, because I let people know I'm not the typical guy. I'm not mad at the dude. I'm not tearing him down. It's just a conversation and we move on. It's another fight. Again, we always miss out when we don't get a meaningful fight. You know what I'm saying? They going to get their date. Shakur's November 16th date was his date for a while. So he going to fight. Frank Martin going to get another opportunity again. You get what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? Who knows if we'll get an opportunity to see those two in particular mix it up. So that's like a missed opportunity in terms of boxing. That's how I feel. And I just wanted to see it. But I'm cool with De Los Santos. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool to see who Frank Martin fight next. I mean, I'm cool with Regis and Dev. I want to see that. You get what I'm saying? So we got good fights coming up. Good fights, man. Yeah. He has zero to do with that, from what I understand. Well, zero. Al Heyman has zero to do with the situation. You know what I'm saying? Zero, from what I understand. So, I mean, but yeah, let's play the rest of this. It's only a few more minutes of this left, man.
He said, to me, it's nonsense. He said, what do I get out of that? If I fight this guy, people were talking about, he said he was also talking about fighting Gervonta Davis. And if Gervonta Davis wanted to come up and fight him, and Bud said, I would beat him because he's coming up to my weight division, and I'm too big of a guy. What do I get out of beating Gervonta Davis? And he said, so Canelo said, I would say the same thing to Bud Crawford. What do I get out of beating you? Because I'm too big for you. Your response to that, what do you think?
I think that at the end of the day, it's big money fights. So who else would Canelo fight that he will make a huge amount of money? I think that Bud Crawford is the perfect fighter for him to make a huge amount of money. So I look at it from that aspect. I get what Canelo is trying to say. Like I understand what he's trying to say, but just gotta wait and see. We only know. I think skills win fights. I don't think weight win fights.
Who is your marquee big money?
Tank. Me and Tank is the biggest fight in the world.
Nah, I just want people to understand how fast he just said that when he just asked him, like, who was his marquee fight? Like, how fast he just, like, with no thought.
I don't think weight win fights.
Like, listen to how fast he said it.
Your marquee big money fight?
Tank. Me and Tank is the biggest fight in the world when it happens.
Bro said Tank immediately. He know.
Saying it. No matter if he want to go up there and act like he don't know my name or don't want to say my name or give me that type of exposure, I don't care. I'm going to say the truth. The truth is the truth. Me and Tank is the biggest fight in the world when it happens.
And what do you say then? Because I hear
B-Dog, salute family. How you feeling, bro?
I keep hearing people say, and when I say people, I hear these guys who have these radio shows and blogs. They say, yeah, but Shakur needs to build his name up. Tank is established. Tank is selling out arenas. He's selling out this. Shakur still needs to get to that level. He hasn't done that yet. What's your reply to that?
I disagree. Go look at my numbers. Like, I'm not no guy that goes out there and don't sell out arenas. I sell out arenas. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do marketing wise. Honestly, I disagree with anybody who has that logic. But at the end of the day, it's not even about that. The fact of the matter is, we want to see competitive fights. We want to see competition. We want to see the best fight the best. And I'm the best. He's the best. That's the biggest fight in the world.
Mm-hmm.
So
talk to him, Corey. Talk your talk, young man.
135. We can't get them to get these fights together. You know what I mean? There's so many good names and big names at 135, and it seems like it's a hard time getting these guys in the ring.
Honestly, I think that it's been like this before I even got to the division. I've been saying that the 135 division is full of fighters because I felt like the division is overrated because it's full of fighters who talk big, but they don't fight each other. They talk about each other, but they don't make the biggest fights happen in the division. So I don't know. I'm here to make the biggest and best fights happen, and I'm going to keep doing what I can to get that done.
Who do you think is more avoided in boxing? Is it Shakur Stevenson or JARON Boots Ennis?
I think it's me just being the fact that I'm fighting at a I think it's more people that just don't sign up to fight me, if I'm being honest. But Boots is definitely ducked. I think Keith Thurman don't want no parts of Boots. It's definitely some fighters who don't want no parts of Boots. Like, they want to stay away from Boots. But I think, like,
right.
I just haven't I'm having a hard time getting fights right now. And I done been signed up to fights like with Frank Martin. They done agreed to terms and people are pulling out of fights. So I think it's me for sure.
What weight division do you think, when it's all said and done, you'll finish your career at?
I don't know, maybe 147. Depending, like I'm so like skillfully good. Like, I done sparred 54 pounders. Like, it's done been a lot of 54. What's the guy
sparred
that
some
knocked
middleweights too?
Fondora. I done sparred with that dude. Not too,
Mendoza.
Yeah, I sparred with him when I was like a 26 pounder. Like, no cap. Swear to God. But
the 26 pound is sparring with a damn middleweight. A junior middleweight is crazy.
My skills is gonna carry me through the weight classes.
Wow. I believe that too. I believe skills win fights more so than weight. But I do believe it's weight classes for a reason, and at a certain point, weight could be too much.
Personally,
depending on
I always meant to
where
ask
you're coming from.
Has Shakur Stevenson had to, let's say, change the way you move? Considering, I mean, you were right there when Takeoff was tragically shot and killed. Have you had to change the way you move?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Of that incident?
Honestly, I don't like speaking on like street situations and stuff like that. But me personally, sometimes you just at the wrong place, wrong time, and that's life. And that goes for anybody. You can be anywhere and something can happen. So That's how I look at situations like that. But I don't like speaking on certain situations that got two sides of things. So,
got it. When we gonna see you back in the ring? You think?
We definitely November. We just got to find an opponent.
Got it.
Last but not least,
I mean to ask you this, bro. We got to find a nickname for Shakur Stevenson. You are too great and too good.
Shakur Smoke Stevenson. They keep talking about sugar. I don't like that sugar.
Jumps off
Shakur
the screen.
Smoke
You
Stevenson,
thought about it,
man.
Nah, I haven't thought about it. I think nicknames should come to people. So,
Smoke, bro.
I ain't really looking for it. But if anybody was to call me something right now, it would be the Boogeyman. Because I think everybody at 135 is scared of me.
I love it. Listen, man, I always enjoy talking to you. Best of luck. I understand you got, like, what is he, a cousin there trying to make the U.S. team? And talk to me about that. And you're coaching him.
Yeah. My little cousin is
Lemonhead Steve.
He's a
Omega
fighter.
Red was good, family.
Boxing when he get his turn. And I'm right there beside him, making sure that he's doing everything possible to make that happen. So right now, he's out here trying to qualify for the Olympic trials. And he's definitely going to win. I can't wait for him to win. And I'm going to come back and tell everybody I told you so.
Okay, give me the name so I know about him.
Zaquin Moses.
I love Zaquin. I know what you're talking about.
Shakur right there in this corner. I appreciate you, man.
Young boy be putting that work in,
talking to you, man.
Zaquin be putting that work in. Zaquin had beat Carmel. He had beat Carmel.
Right, that's what we do here on The Last Stand. We bring you the biggest names in the sport.
That's how I know he nice.
Listen, at 135 and in the sport is no bigger than my man right there, the unbeaten Shakur Stevenson. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you again next week.
Man, that was dope. Nice, dope build, man. Salute to Brian Custer, man. Always doing this thing, man. Always doing dope builds, man. That was a nice one, man. And look, Shakur been, I feel like he's arrived, man. He's arrived, bro. Like he making these little, he's making these appearances. He's hitting these podcasts. He getting asked these questions. His name ringing. How do we continue to make his name ring? You continue to win and then win impressively. So when you get up in the ring November 16th, make a statement. You get what I'm saying? Make a statement. Shakur the Brick City Assassin. You get what I'm saying, P. Hunter? We gotta give him something, right? Gotta give him something. Shakur little cousin, Keyshawn little brother. Nice too. They're gonna be good pros, right? Black ass name. Cause I was a fool. Oh man, you a fool. Oh man. Custer always get dope builds, B-Dog. Always, man. But again, it's like a nice percentage of people treating him like he the villain. I'll say for the most part, embrace it. Don't go out of your way to be like some negative, boxing figure, obviously, but I'll say embrace the hate, like, what I mean? Use it as fuel the same way Bud Crawford do. And I ain't saying everybody's hating on you. I'm not going to be unrealistic like that, but he's definitely getting a substantial amount of extra and added attention since reaching 135, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent. And it's not all good because I'll be around to hear some of this stuff. So I say embrace it. And keep proving these dudes wrong by going in there and pitching these damn near shutouts, against whoever they put in front of you. So when you get in there November 16th, make an example out of Edwin De Los Santos, similar to how he made an example out of Rayo Valenzuela. So do him the very same way, bro. You know what I'm saying? I want to see you treat him the same way. Get what I'm saying? Do it the same way. So again, man, salute to Shakur Stevenson. I can't wait to see his next one. Again, I played a little clip with Dev taking a little shot. Like I said, it's all fun and entertainment over here. So what was more important in the clip is that he confirmed December 9th he got Regis Progress. So that's that fight, because remember, it was a back and forth whether, talking whether he signed, if he ain't signed yet. So now with him confirming it, he let you know without a doubt that that's the fight coming and it's December 9th. So we got that to look forward to as well. And I hope, the boxing guys at some point align itself, the business align itself for us to see a Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson. Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney got to fight, before they retire for sure. They need it. Boxing need it. We need it. But on that note, man, you know, I read, you know, I seen a video. Salute to YSM Sports, man. Always doing great work, man. And BOZY ENNIS was speaking to, you know, how Keith Thurman was offered a fight against JARON ENNIS. And that's the part that's frustrating to me because, you know, Keith Thurman was on record saying if he got offered the Boots fight, he'll fight him. He's been on record saying this stuff. You get what I'm saying? If that's the fight on the table, if that's the fight I got to fight to feed my family, and you know what I'm saying? If that's the fight this and that, you'll fight him. So I'm looking at it like, bro, you get what I'm saying? Let me find out you actually been offered an opportunity to fight this kid and you still didn't take it. But you'll go out into the media and say, you know, if this is the guy I got to fight, like, nah, bro, do you want to fight him or not? Is what I'm saying. That's what I be wanting to know. Like, do you want to fight this man or not? Yeah, he's saying Showtime offered him to fight. You know what I'm saying? This is what BOZY ENNIS was saying. So, then Keith Thurman got, you know, somebody need to interview him and ask him what's up with that. What's up with you? Was you ever offered to fight and see what he say? You know what I'm saying? See if he be honest about it. Because, look, let's just be honest. Despite whether people think Keith Thurman will win or not, it's still a be an entertaining fight, especially for as long as it lasts, in my opinion. Keith only got the one loss. Keith Thurman been inactive. Like I said, bro threw a scenario out there. Stan Jonas and Keith Thurman and Boots and Cody Crawley. I would love to see those matchups with the winner being able to face each other. Because I said before and I say it again, I think Stan Jonas is tough game and a damn good fighter. I think Keith Thurman stylistically could beat that guy. And that would be his only path to Boots. You get what I'm saying? If he were to ever fight him, which I'm starting to feel like as the days go, he just not. Yeah, I don't think Keith Thurman has no interest in getting in the ring with JARON ENNIS at all. Yeah, man, I think he'll, you know, it'll be interesting, Will. You know what I'm saying? How he approach it and how he deal with a guy that can be reckless, careless, and really go for it in there with power in both hands type deal. So it's gonna be a fun fight to watch for sure. I think he'll, you know, do the necessary, you know, adjust accordingly, should I say, to do. Do you really think Keith, an honest man? Nah. With some stuff, you get what I'm saying? Some stuff, you get what I'm saying? But nah, at the end of the day, these dudes be telling stories sometimes at the end of the day. And I just want to see if Keith going to really get in the ring, man. Like, I just want to see it. I want to see what he got left to give to the sport. I know he's gave us, you know, many good fights over the years, but, you know, in recent memory, not so much. You get what I'm saying? Since losing to Pacquiao, the only thing he's done is fight Mario Barrios. And that's crazy because if you look how long ago the loss to Pacquiao was, and now you look at the Barrios fight, and it's been a while since that as well. So his inactivity ultimately, I think, is going to, you know, help him decide that he just don't need to be boxing no more. Because I just don't know how hungry he is. I don't know how long he planning on sitting on the sidelines. Like, I just would like to know what his plans is, man. But you know he's still a hell of a fighter, but I don't know what he got left to give to the sport. And you know, jumping in these interviews and keep talking about who you gonna fight and who you willing to fight and not doing it is getting old. And I respect Keith Thurman. I like him. That's why I want to see him back in the ring. I want to see just how much he got left, but I definitely don't think it's no way that he fights Boots off a layoff at all. Like, I just don't see that at all. So we'll see, man. We will see. Maybe he'll move up one day. Who knows? I don't know what to think about Keith Thurman, but I wish he would actually, you know, give us some type of indication as to what he planning on doing, because sitting on that sideline ain't gonna cut it, man. If you don't use it, you lose it. So, you know, just sitting there and being on the sideline that long like that, it just can't be good for a guy as you continue to get up there in age. Like, you're not getting no younger. You know, boxing is a young man's game, young man's sport. So you're gonna just sit around and think you're just gonna jump back in there and keep saying former two-time champion. That stuff ain't gonna matter. Your accolades ain't gonna matter if you physically and mentally are not where you need to be. So just remains to be seen, but we'll see though. I still like Keith Thurman, but all that sitting around is definitely ain't no good for him. Could be. It could be Big Dose. He could be waiting around for a cash out. And as y'all see up on the screen, Arnold Barboza secures his release from Top Rank. You get what I'm saying? I believe him and I think it's Jose Ramirez got something going on. They supposed to fight. I think those the two. Ramirez and Barboza. But yeah, he got released from Top Rank. So let's see how he moves from here, what fights he get. We will see. And something else I wanted to bring up before we did get out of here. I seen this. I thought this was funny. JANIBEK said he saw Canelo versus Golovkin 3. He was there, and he realized there that he could easily beat Canelo. Bro said after he seen the trilogy, man, he realized he'd take Canelo up out of here, huh? Okay, sound cool, JANIBEK. But remember, man, you got to fight somebody of some substance first, bro. So I think a good fight for JANIBEK moving forward, simple, is Carlos Adames. I think that'd be a real good fight for the boxing world, and for both of them. It'd be a good test for both guys to really see where they both at right now. Because them run-of-the-mill type fighters not going to beat JANIBEK. He's good enough to beat those type of guys. You need a real, like, contender or, you know what I mean, possible, you know what I mean? You need a real threat to get in there with him. Dude can box, you know what I'm saying? I still don't think he the boogeyman they try to build him to be, but I understand, you know, them trying to market and promote him a certain way, but I'm not buying it. The damn good fighter, skilled, technically sound, decent pop, you know what I mean? Smart fighter, but I ain't buying no boogeyman tickets from him, no. You know what I'm saying? Keep that now. Look like he did against Barrios. If he fights Boots, or he will get stopped. Man, it's real talk. It's real talk. Real talk. So again, you don't fight no Boots off no layoff, but that's just you gonna get retired. You know what I'm saying? Thought you was on a layoff before. Fight that man off a layoff, boy. You going into retirement after that. But yeah, man, JANIBEK, confident guy. Feels like he could beat Canelo ever since he's seen him fight Triple G for the 3rd time. So we'll see. It's going to be cool to see his next couple fights. I know his next fight for sure he's going to win. But I want to see if they're going to line up with him and Carlos Adames because they, you know, he said he expressed interest in wanting to unify or whatever the case may be. So we're going to see, man. We're going to see, man. We will see. Boogie Woogie, what's good with it, Tim? How you feeling, bro? So we'll see, man. We'll see. Keith Thurman still on the sideline. He's still talking that talk, but he ain't walking the walk yet. Devin Haney, you know, he got Regis Prograde December 9th. He took a little shot at my boys. Funny's all good entertainment. Shakur is making his press runs and stuff. He hitting these different platforms, and he's just trying to grow his profile as a fighter. And I believe, how do you do that? You always stand on business. You do these interviews and things like that. But more importantly, you continue to keep your head down, stay focused, like he said, and win these fights and keep winning them impressively. And as long as you do that, you know, it's not much people could tell you. You get what I'm saying? Go in there and just keep doing your thing. Go in there and keep winning. You dig? Go in there in the words of my good brother Jay Hardcore and Dre's Finest. You dig? Just keep winning. You know what I mean? Keep going out there, putting on them good performances and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And that could be all right. So we shall see. So with that, man, salute to everybody in the building, man. Much love, much appreciation to the family, man. Y'all know, as always, this is a dope build, man. So I know that a lot of this talk is not nothing is concrete as some people are making it. So I wanted to be clear. Like, it's for right now, until you hear till you hear him stamp it, till you hear Bud Crawford stamp some of the things Steve Nelson mentioned. Take it with a bit of a grain of salt. You get what I'm saying? And see where it go from there. See if he's in fact accurate about what Bud Crawford actually wants to do next in terms of what moves he want to make. Did Bud Crawford really feel like this is a waste of time fighting? You get what I'm saying? So who knows? It's a lot. It's a lot to unpack with that situation. But again, Bud Crawford is the one that can put a lot of this speculation and rumor stuff to bed, you know, with a statement or whatever. So we'll see. We'll see. You know what I mean? Just never know. Yeah, never know. Appreciate you, baby girl. Always great building with the family, man. So we will see, man. We will see. JANIBEK apparently is speaking up more, you know, and the names that he's speaking on are fighters of substance. So I'm going to keep an eye on that dude. That's a fighter that they're trying to build, in my opinion, as a boogeyman. So I want to see him fight somebody that actually I know going to test him and see what he really worth, you know what I mean, what he made of. So I think we'll see that in his next couple fights, you know what I'm saying? Maybe not so much in his next fight, but I think from that point on, we'll start to see him step it up. So hopefully that is the case with him, and you know, we'll just stay tuned for it, man. I see what JANIBEK talking cocky, man. Say he could beat Canelo easily. Okay. It's brave words, man. You gotta call me one time because I had one loss. He funny, Sheena. He found a way. He found a way. And you know how that, you know why that's concerning to me, Sheena? Because remember, you was always one time because of your power. Now that you want us to call you one time because of the one loss tells us what? You still got some pop, but you ain't exactly one time no more. Okay. Okay, Keith. Good to know. Good to know, Keith. Good to know, Keith. One time Thurman, man. Thurman. We will see. We will see. And Arnold BARBOZA is released from Top Rank. So let's see what's next for him. Any news on Benavidez versus Boo Boo? I did read, but Benavidez, I didn't like what I was reading. Because he was talking about Munguia and not Boo Boo Andre, bro. So I don't know, bro. I just don't know. Like, I want to hear something else, another update. But again, the fact that he's sitting up here talking about how they wanted to fight Munguia, but he feel like Munguia just and his team ain't ready right now. Then talk to Boo Boo because he is ready. So I'm going to keep my eyes and ears to the situation, you know, and if I get any updated news, I definitely let you know. Sheena said, right, just you feel me. Feel me? So that's concerning, but we'll see, man. Nah, he passed Tom Thurman, right? But y'all make sure y'all smash that like button for your bro on the way out. Much love and appreciation to everybody pulling up. That continues to support the grind. We're going to keep building. Y'all already know we'll be back at our time at 4 o'clock tomorrow with another build, as we always do. And salute to everybody in the super chat, man. I appreciate every last one of y'all. We just going to keep grinding, man. So with that, family, y'all make sure y'all enjoy the rest of this good Monday. For the fellas and the ladies, if y'all watching, y'all watch out some good Monday night football. If y'all do, y'all enjoy the rest of y'all great night. You know, and we'll be back on a great Tuesday. You know the bill. Thanks, Miss Joette. You make sure you have a great night as well. Appreciate you, Big Dose, as always, my bro. William Old School, my brother. Appreciate you. Salute. Just let me finish. Salute to the family. And then my baby boys in my ear. I'm about to clothesline them. Again, won't even let me finish, but it's all good. Saints tonight. Okay. And how about them Cowboys, Tim? You know? How about them Cowboys? Peace, Jordan C. Appreciate you as always, man. Salute to all the family, the kings and queens, man. Y'all make sure y'all enjoy the rest of y'all good Monday. And y'all beat me here tomorrow to build on some more boxing, man. You know, y'all beat me here and we gonna build on some more boxing. So with that, we gonna get up out of here, y'all. Yeah. In the words of my good brother Jay Hardcore, and I believe Jay is gonna be on this evening as well. So if y'all still on, y'all go check out the brother Hardcore Boxing News, man, and tell him Just Do said what up, man. You know. So with that, we up out of here, y'all. Peace to the fam. We out.